What is up, everybody? We're back. I got the homies with me, minus Hell's Corp. Unfortunately, he's gonna probably be joining us a little late today. We're not sure. It's up in the air at the moment. See what happens. For now, we have some very hastily generated AI art in his place. We like to support artists here, but sometimes you need to do something in a pinch. So here we are. Enjoy AI art, Hell's Corp for now. He's gonna, or Mr. Maker for now. He's kind of dashing. He's kind of good looking. I'll be honest with you. Kind of prefer looking at that.
I'd ride his mustache.
No one tells Hells. No one tells Hells. Anyway, welcome in, everybody. Going from the top, we had LG Damon coming in bright and early. Ray Beaven with the Go Fuck Yourself redeem. I forgot to turn those off. Thank you for reminding me. I fixed that now. Thank you. Who else? We got LG, like I said. We had raids, Kieran and Grim. Thank you guys coming in with the raids. I hope Rocket League was all right. Seemed like you guys were stressing a bit. I hope it improved. In the end, you managed to sink a couple wins in. Boo for Guy,
Pocket League.
Grim, everybody. Kayla, how y'all doing? Aves with the shouties, handling all the shit. I think I got everyone. There's Stormy in there too. I think that's everyone. We got everyone. Appreciate you guys for being here and hanging out. We have some new stuff to talk about, so I'm gonna pass shit over to Peter before we get started on my week.
Hey, Peter.
Hey, Peter. You want to tell them about what it is you have going on right now?
100%. That is right. I've started a small business myself called Fire Mission Printing, and we print out deluxe, durable, currently mug holders. You can buy the painted or just a blank non-painted cabinets for yourself. Always taking videos of showing you what I'm doing. Come check it out. Fire Mission Printing at Insta.
There it is. It's right there.
Can I see the chat? Can I see the painted one more time?
Honestly,
You'll see it throughout the night. I will
so
drink
fucking
this.
cool,
I want to name him
cool.
Sir Squishy because he looks kind of dead and squishy.
Yeah.
His eyes glow in the dark.
They do not, but hey, who knows? Maybe
you
every
can find some glow in the dark paint. That's not a bad idea. So you could do like a rare one where it's like 1 in 10 has glow in the dark eyes or some shit. Like a novelty secret.
There you go.
Anyway, guys,
1
in 100 has a dick painted on the bottom.
Not appropriate. Not gonna happen. Nope.
Nope. You have to ask for the dick to be specially printed on
that's
there.
super
That's a
like
special
GM
request,
related, and there's a small charge attached
special
to that.
Requests.
And we'll
we
talk
charge
about
extra.
color, texture, size, and girth. I guess
you need some pubes on there too. 100%.
Veins are extra.
Yeah, veins. Whole deal. Well, go check it out, guys. The link is in the chat right there. We're super excited about it. The things look real cool.
rad.
It's Sir Squishy. I need him. I need one. Also has a lot of other shit, a lot of minis and stuff too. We were over painting some minis on Friday night. That was super exciting. So I guess we're mostly ready to talk about it. I've kind of been hinting and dropping them. We talked about it yesterday. This Saturday will be my first ever everyone live at the table in-person D&D session featuring Peter and Ryan here, and our two friends Rebecca and Sam, who are going to be joining to fill up the table for the rest of the day. It's going to be really exciting. It's going to be our last evil one-shot of this campaign, and depending on how good or bad they do, it's kind of hard to, the term's relative. They're being bad guys, so doing bad might be good, but you get me. It's going to affect what's happening in the main campaign here and how quickly we will be coming to our resolution as a campaign as a whole. I'm very excited about it. So I'm gonna be off tomorrow through probably the rest of the week. I will be doing a test stream on Friday, probably playing some Baldur's Gate, just to make sure the whole setup's working out there, because I physically have to move all of my shit into the other room so I can handle that.
I'd say I'd be at that one shot in Seoul, but I sold my soul to the devil for a Klondike bar. In
you might be there then. You might be there then, because they do be chilling. Oh. They do be chilling with some demons. You never know.
The devil would represent
bars.
Last session we had Girthmog and Firegrim getting into some fucking shenanigans. So
that's gonna be so sick though. You guys have so much fun.
Also, I need to invite. I forgot.
Bringing a new character to the mix. Oh yeah!
Excited.
Oh yeah!
I need the invite link for the Zoom.
Oh yeah!
Go.
Oh no! Oh no!
Oh yeah!
Can I get a? Oh yeah!
Oh yeah! I'm just a little soft.
It's always gonna be sexual, right? It's always gonna be sexual.
I talked for 13 hours yesterday. That's all I could manage.
It's okay, we're here. We'll go DM.
So we had a crazy 2-year affiliate anniversary yesterday. We hit all of our sub goals and some.
Fuck yeah!
You guys are crazy. So the sub goal was 30. We're giving away dice every 10. And if we hit 30, we're gonna buy an inflatable Patrick Star costume and play Battle for Bikini Bottom in an inflatable Patrick Star costume. The secret stretch goal, which really only came up once Ave mentioned it, was the was playing some of the drum stream in said inflatable Patrick Star costume. So we hit that too. We ended the night with like, I don't know, somewhere ridiculously high. I can't even fucking remember off the top of my head, but we definitely blew that goal out of the water. So not only will I be streaming in a Patrick Star costume, again, an inflatable Patrick Star costume, I cannot oversell this enough, I will also be doing the encore for my drum stream in said costume. So should be fun. It's gonna be interesting. What's up, Chris?
If I can get you a like 8 to 10 foot long inflatable blunt, would you use that for a giveaway?
Maybe. Yeah. Sure.
Because I can.
Why is it gonna be inflatable?
You want me to wear an inflatable joint costume? I could do that.
No. It's not a costume. It's literally
Oh,
like
it's
an 8
inflatable.
foot.
If you're gonna
I saw it at
provide
the store.
the 8 foot long inflatable doobie, I will give it away on stream, 100%. We'll do it.
Okay.
We'll do it as
Sick.
the D&D. You're paying the fucking shipping.
I'm totally cool with that.
That's
I
all
can
I'm telling
deflate
you.
it and I can deflate it, roll it up, and put it in a box.
So for the last ever, the finale of this campaign, if
Yes.
Chris can get his hands on it, it's big if we'll be giving away a giant inflatable doobie, I guess, because
Amazing.
that's the thing we can do. Why not?
It exists at the thrift shop in downtown.
I love it. Do it. If you're willing to pay for it and cover the shipping costs.
Actually,
that,
Pat, and with
go for it.
that,
Okay.
from Fire Mission Battery Printing and exclusive, I will donate something to the last episode that we have this season,
oh, fuck.
and you can give it away to one of these amazing viewers that have spent their hard-earned time to tune into this independent stream.
That's super nice of you. That's super cool. Question: can I give it away to myself because you got cool shit and I want it? Okay,
We'll talk.
That's awesome. Thank
We'll
you so
talk.
much, Peter. We'll discuss some cool shit. And maybe we'll do another.
It will be
painting
D&D
party.
related.
I assume it will be D&D related. Exclamation point! Blunt entered first. Kayla's first dibs on the giveaway for the blunt now. It's not even
Dildos
going.
and dumpies, D&D.
You looked up at the wrong page.
I had a nickel.
Most definitely the wrong page.
Well, that's super nice,
Take
dude. I
care of
really
yourself.
do appreciate that. That's gonna be crazy. We'll talk about what we're gonna do for that. That sounds like it could be really fun. So you guys heard it here first. We're giving away a giant inflatable doobie and some 3D printed D&D shit. It's gonna be great. It's gonna be
Where
fucking...
else but at Rusty's?
Yep, this whole stream is gonna be fucking lit. It's gonna be great. I can't wait. So, other than that, it's been a really fun week. Last night was my last night on Insomnia Night stream as Thurg the Super Mutant. For everyone who managed to catch that, I was sad. There was a real genuine
Continue, I'll be right back.
single tear moment while that was going on. It was really fun. Can't wait. Episode 49. We're one episode away from episode 50, guys. This is crazy. This is my longest standing D&D campaign in the world, and I swear to God, if we have to limp past that finish line with only one of you alive, we're gonna do it. We're gonna finish this
Praise
game.
bogus.
It's gonna be
Praise
Gregory.
Moses. It's gonna be Gregory.
It's not gonna fucking be you ever.
But think of the irony of it. It'd be great.
It's when you build that joke character and he makes it. You're like, holy shit, he made it. He didn't die. That's you. I love you.
Which is the teen with a dream.
To be young and hopeful again.
Oh, my back.
What does it feel like to roleplay that? Gregory, please tell us.
There's a disconnect. There's a real disconnect.
Hard getting in character for that one. What's up, Brad? And thank you, Story.
Could you imagine the Mantuka?
It was a crazy weekend.
The Mantuka and Gregory, like, just offshoot of just them getting older and adventuring by themselves after they've done whatever shenanigans they've done.
I would run.
here.
I would 100% run that mini
Would be
series. It's like a
amazing.
three episode arc. Gregory and Mantuka find love or family. Maybe not love. That's weird. You're
No,
a giant.
no.
You're a giant
Finds
cowper. You
kinship.
did already kiss him though, so you already gave him the smooches. Like
That was for
Seeds are
life.
there.
That was for life. That wasn't like that was in Boom Boom Room. We're not gonna talk about that. We're not talking about sex workers. We're keeping it clean, Pat. I've been given my arcs,
Squeaky.
and this is where I am.
When did I ever?
No sex workers here, folks.
They
Not
Even though
one.
he hardly implies he wants you to go to some type of brothel. Don't do it. It's a trap.
When did I ever imply that? We're not
In
going
my
down.
mind.
We're
Your
not-
only
in,
fans and
in
get
my
the fuck
mind.
out.
Fuck you, dude. All right. Okay.
Go on, get.
All right. Yeah. No. The power of Christ compels you, mate. Brothels
Name of the
exist.
Father,
You're
Son, and
free
the
to go
Holy
to them.
Fuck.
Just remove 5 gold from your bag every time you want to, and we'll just leave it at that. There you go. Brothel achieved. Doesn't need to be more than that.
I'd like
was
to have
for
a
smelling.
standing brothel
You see
order.
assorted people of assorted genders. Have fun. There you go. Spend your money off. Everyone has a good time. It's very inclusive. Everyone gets to go home happy.
What does
There
it
you go.
smell like?
Sadness.
It's a
'Cause
coitus cornucopia.
Fresh tears.
That's a fucking good band name. I'm gonna be honest with you.
What did I sit down to?
Coitus
Coitus
cornucopia.
cornucopia.
That's amazing. That's
We just kind of went on a tangent without you here.
Yeah,
and,
we were killing
At
time.
the coitus.
and then time
Coitus
turned back in.
cornucopia.
Coitus cabana.
The people that actually tuned in for D&D, they're like, "What the
They're
fuck?"
fine. They're fine. They
They're
can
good.
I came
handle.
back expecting to
they-
be hearing an intro.
Yeah, say that JT answered was it smell like sadness and nut. There you go.
Welcome to Gregory Sings the Hits.
Thank you for the lurk, Rat. I appreciate you. Sorry, it's so chaotic.
Is this the real life?
Oh no. Oh no. Oh no.
Scaramouche, Scaramouche, Scaramouche.
How are we this unhinged?
We should
haven't
just
even
never do that.
We haven't even
No.
fucking started yet. Oh my god.
Oh, that would be a great last episode. Just the gang does karaoke.
Never. You will never see me do karaoke. Okay, karaoke is for people without shame and have so much shame. I will not ever. I will watch, I will support you, and I will film it and make fun of you and post those videos all over the internet, though. I promise. I will support
Now
you.
the taste of your lips are on my mind.
I got
How is
him.
my camera focusing so good on my cat?
That's a beautiful
damn.
picture of the cat. We need to turn that into an emote. Can you send me that picture, please? That will be in a cat emote before we know it. I'm getting really
Like,
good.
Why are you photographing?
I'm getting
Let's
really
see
good
Sascat.
at doing cat emotes. Okay, we've now done 2 for Kayla. We've done 3 for my Discord already. I can handle it. We need a dancing kitty emote. If you can get one where his arms are out
meerkats.
somehow, we'll get a dancing kitty emote. I need some dancing emotes. That's the only thing I'm missing. Making me sad. I thought dancing mimic could be cool. Anyway, let's get back on track here. So we are hoping Hellscorp's going to join us later. Depends how his drive goes. We will see what happens there. But I don't really have anything coming up this week. I'm off all week, just chilling while I'm getting the new stuff set up. So I'm super hyped for Saturday. It'll be around the same time. We haven't really discussed anything. What's up, Brandon with a Y? How's it going, buddy? Without wasting any more time, I might have been stalling a little too, because crazy shit happened. But without wasting any more time, we'll jump back into it. A little recap. This evening. So, last week, you all finally got the chance to meet your host, Countess Maugreve, leader of the town of Ravencrest. Ravencrest, my bad. Sorry. Got crossed in there. She, taking a particular interest in Mantuka and his large musculature, seemed to, exert some kind of charm over him, in which he was suddenly very susceptible to her suggestions. You were invited to sit down in a courtyard surrounded by statues and artifacts that she collected over the centuries of her time being alive. You began what seemed like a pleasant conversation at first that quickly began to turn sour when the topic of religion, torment. Oh, that's a cow. Why are you a cow? Why are you a cow? How did that even happen? Can we all do that? This is important.
Yes.
Share with the
Oh
class.
my God.
My
It's
wild
in-
shapes are about to get real.
Background and effects.
Okay.
Avatars. Oh my god.
Who does this mid recap? Like, hold on, let me turn into a goddamn
I
fucking
can't
draft,
even- I
and
can't
hopefully
usually-
this doesn't fucking distract anyone.
Usually I would be so supremely annoyed by that, but I can't. I can't be. That's too good.
Fuck?
It's too good. Oh no. Oh god. Oh shit. I don't like that. I want to turn it off. How to turn it off. I don't want it anymore. Go. I think it was a flesh-colored bat. I
I'm
didn't like
so
that.
sorry.
I'm done. I'm out. Okay, I'm over it. Yeah, I came for D&D 2. It's over. All right. Okay. All right, back to the recap. We're serious. You guys are trapped in a dungeon. We're serious here. You might die. Focus. Oh my god. Get your pussy off the screen. All right. Okay. So may I continue? Uninterrupted. It's zen. Everyone's zen. Look at that cup holster. Wasn't it cool? For everyone who missed the cup holster shilling, everyone go buy some cups holders. Can holders. From Peter there. We're just gonna hit the reset button. Go from there. You all sitting down for a nice tea meal, drink over the time in this courtyard. As the conversation turned sour, quickly realized that your goals were in stark contrast to that of the Countess, and that perhaps she had motivations of her own that didn't align with your plans to be leaving this evening. As she made it very clear very quickly that you expected to spend the rest. Resistance slightly suggested by Mr. Maker, to which a little bit of a verbal argument ensued. Some voices were raised and some forceful words exchanged, at which point the guards all began to surround you, spears pointed directly at the lot of you, except Mantuka, who took his time to stand up menacingly behind this woman and basically make his position known. He was directly asked to escort you all to the basement, the guards, and you spent your trip down into the dungeons with Mantuka's halberd pressed firmly at your backs. You all guided inside the cage. Mantuka, as well as a guard, put his hands on you and began guiding you. You took a little bit of offense to it, as you were under no such charms by this individual. You didn't like that very much, and you made sure to bring that up with the Countess at your next meeting. Kitty. Later that evening, you were all locked up. You spent the entire night in this deep, dark, dank cell with a pile of rotting, blood-drained bodies in the corner, which Mr. Maker wasted no time in piling into a small bed of sorts, a little morbid, but comfortable nonetheless, if not a little crunchy and on the dry side. However, this is jail, and dominance must be asserted, so Peter, or Mantuka, I apologize, Mantuka and Stanislav wasted no time in establishing who would be the dominant figure in this prison cell. Mantuka coming out on top, not literally. However,
Always on top.
Always on top. Managing to assert his dominance, found just a little bit of redemption within himself, having not done so well in the personal conquests of late. You all spent the rest of the evening and waited the following morning, where perhaps your captor would come visit. You waited a day, and another day, and another. As the fourth day passed, finally, that evening, you were graced with a visit by the Countess, during which a conversation was had, in which she explained the details of her history, certain marriage that had gone astray and her husband was taken from her, an attempt to reclaim that love that had been lost, only to have his back turned on her once more, the very gods she had so worshipped turning on her, choosing instead to turn to a path of evil. If she could not reclaim her husband, she would at least wreak vengeance on the god that had taken him from her. However, finding no small amount of pity in her hearts for you, she offered you a choice. Leave without resistance, leave her kingdom, leave her town, never to return to the kingdom of Eldris at all, or stay and fight. Do whatever awaits you behind the large iron door outside of yourself. You are offered freedom, but perhaps at a cost. So, as we all pick up there, Mr. Maker, still quite soundly asleep in the corner, not seemingly awoken yet, after the conversation he laid down. Countess leaves you. The three of you all sit in silence. What would you like to do?
Did she
Gates are
leave the
now
door
clear.
open?
Nope. It's still locked.
Okay.
She said to make your decision, and her guards would honor it. Peter or Mantuka, sorry, bud.
Is my enticement done, or do I still feel it when she's around? or
That lasts for
or
a
still-
full 24 hours every time it happens to you.
And didn't it happen again at the end?
Yeah.
As soon as
I
she
fucked
walked
up
in.
again, yeah.
So 24 hours from basically 10 minutes ago,
Uh-huh.
you will no longer be charmed by this vampire.
All right,
I
so
just
you gotta stand
don't-
here.
She's not so
Very, very-
bad. We could go if you want to. I don't know why you would. She's glorious.
Well, I don't really
And
think
full
we stand much
disclosure,
of a
I want to
chance
get
if
some
we
of that
stay here and
vampire
fight.
pussy.
I also don't think that's much of an option anymore, unfortunately for you, big guy.
Vampire pussy?
Yeah. Sorry.
Well, then let's go. At least they have
Okay.
brothels other places.
I'm sure we'll find you.
But
a
we're not going to
vampire
talk about
bride.
sex workers right now. No sex
Okay.
workers.
Right. I mean,
But
like
they have a
vampire
respectable
bride.
job, and I'm all for them doing whatever to get money. But carry on.
Uh
The Stanislav's face palm goes from one hand to two.
huh.
Well, all right, let's just get out of here while we
I'm
can.
just shaking my head at you.
No, I think we wait and she comes back and she's like, "Hey, what's your decision, boys?" Or something to that effect. Whatever
No, we
shitty,
just. I think she said
slightly
just tell
great people say.
the guards and they'll let us leave. Probably escort us out.
Right.
You guys
Yeah,
probably
yeah.
talk to the guards because I already am gonna kill one.
Okay. Hello? Hello?
You kind of go out to the bars and look up the stone staircase that's still just damp. Everything down here is just damp at all times. You look up and you do see one of her very recognizable guards standing at the top. He just turns his head, looking at you, face entirely covered.
We'd like to go home now, please. We'll be good.
He walks. He walks down the stairs towards you, just each iron boot or steel boot, clanking on
Back
the way
away.
down as he goes.
I can do that.
You're not gonna cause any trouble, then?
Mm-mm.
No.
We'll be good.
You'll leave.
Yes.
Have your word.
Yes.
So like, I can never come back. Like,
I put my hand over Mantu because
He looks at you and you don't see a smile. As I said, he's covered. There's cloth covering his face under the helm, but you see the jaw move in a way that might suggest a smirk. And a
so like a
look of
raven messenger,
and a
like
slight look of recognition.
just between
over the eyes.
friends.
I believe the Miss clear with her instructions. However, if you'd like to send a raven, I'm sure she.
Ah, there's a chance. Sold.
Yeah, buddy.
He just shrugs.
Oh.
I'm gonna get some of those fancy nude scripts where they take the nude pictures and they send it via Raven. Don't you wait.
I'm
for
sure
wartime.
she'll appreciate that.
Mm-hmm.
It's currently midnight, or around. You can stay until the morning. The cage will be up. If you hear a
Thank
minute
you.
past dawn,
we'll be long gone.
we understand.
Mm-hmm.
Is the mistress still here?
Afraid she had other business.
Having a bath or something? Maybe slipping into something more comfortable?
I believe she's left the evening.
Does she have like a sister or like a
Mantuka,
Only
I put both
cousin.
my hands on your shoulders.
Down
Not
bad.
the time.
She just looks at you and you hear, "Oh, she got you good, didn't she?"
I think we got each other.
Slav just turns around and glares at the guard. Not like threateningly, but like in a please stop type of thing. Stanislav looks very defeated. Like you guys haven't seen him like this before.
Me
Oh.
too. I haven't got vampire.
Damn, dude. Mantuka's thirsty. It's like I'm just opening up a sheet. Real
Tall
quick.
drink of blood water. Hashtag.
Stanislav will just go back over to his bedroll and lie down.
Okay. The guard looks at you, Mantuka. And then he looks to Stanislav, realizing you might be the more sensible of the two.
Hmm.
Horseshit.
I can help him, or I can try to. But, he might not like it very much.
Don't worry about it. I can deal with it once we're out
No
of this.
cosplay.
Once we're out of the
You sure?
No
I
magic
wouldn't
area.
mind one quick smack to the head, and he's basically done. Maybe.
Okay, sure, go for it.
He opens the cage and comes in. Sorry, big guy, it's for your own good. Trust me. And he just
Someone want to struggle, snuggle.
He just rolls and backhands you across the head with a fucking plate gauntlet, trying to knock some sense into you. No. He doesn't read. Oh, I do have an unarmed strike.
Oh, can he save against this every time he takes damage?
Every time he takes damage from one of the allies of the vampire. And he knows, this guy knows that. So he's just coming up and bopping you in the face real good. Let's see what he gets. What do you roll?
Can I roll an
AC's
insight
50.
check to see if I realize that that's what's going on?
You clue into it pretty quick. There are
Okay.
a number of control
What do you think he was gonna
spells.
peg me?
I mean, if you ask nicely,
That's
you
next.
might. You take.
Plan B.
I'm just rolling the d. Oh, it rolled up like twice. It's just the 5 damage because he's doesn't have any bones. It's for you just. Roll me a wisdom save as the iron or the steel gauntlet just connects with the side of your face and kind of puts a ringing through your head. Wisdom saving. I
And
will
add
say
4.
at advantage, as this is a very.
Well,
Specific...
I got
Oh,
a
you're good.
19
You're good.
without
You're-
advantage.
You're fine. It was a 17 you had to beat. So
And then
as
+4, so.
as the gauntlet connects with your face and your head kind of turns, it didn't particularly hurt you. It did a little bit. Stronger than you thought it would be coming from someone that size. He looks up at you. How do you feel?
The only time I'll allow you to hit me.
You have till dawn to sleep it off. Have a good night. Don't cause any trouble or, well, you'll see what's on the other side of that door. Have a good night. They just leave casually up the stairs. You hear the sound of his greaves just making every
Was it the
footstep.
same dude as before, or would I be able to tell?
This was a different guy. Yeah,
I knew
the
more
the
like-
individual who put his hands on you before was probably about a half foot taller than that guy.
How do we know it wasn't the same guy who had just, like, lost his
Shut up,
teeth
Moon
because
Boots!
he's undead?
He's just shrinking a little as gravity slowly compresses his spine.
Moon Boots?
Moon boots.
There's a house DJ I really like called
That's a
Moon
good
Boots.
idea, Kieran. That's
a
a really good
compliment.
idea, Kieran. I like that. So, you have the rest of the evening to figure it out what it is you want to do. As far as you know,
Kieran.
yeah, that was a good one, Kieran. I like that. As far as you know, events have begun to unfold that you may or may not be able to stop. What's the plan? Are you all accommodating? The door is now just left open, not closed.
Well, we can't travel at night, so we do need to sleep at least until we can leave. But we have to get back and tell everybody what happened.
Yeah, I guess there's really no point in rushing there, right? Like,
No.
I can turn into things that can run really fast, but I.
And then you die tired.
Shoot.
Also, the cart doesn't matter at this point.
The
Dungeons
time
looks
for the
even more
party
defeated.
being separate is done. The only time we do well is when we're brought together.
I do good. You're
We need
right.
to start thinking that way. We're stronger as a fist than we are fingers.
Wow, that's very poignant. Did that slap do anything extra to you?
I'm so sick and tired of getting you guys out of bullshit. I just need you guys to be a finely tuned machine. We go
Mhm.
fuck things up so I can go back to my fucking island and retire.
Oh,
But you guys just keep walking around like little fucking fingers and shit goes astray. Fist! Fist!
fist! All right.
Not to be.
Fist
From
him.
now on, no more
Fist.
fingering people. We only fist them.
Oh,
Yeah.
fuck.
I was waiting for someone to make that joke. It's been just hanging there this whole time. Just waiting.
Not where it's going.
What's wrong with that? I don't. What?
We can call ourselves the Four-Fisted Fingers. Four-fingered fists?
I don't like
Nope.
that. I don't like
No,
that.
I don't like any of that.
Yeah,
It
you
all
hear
tastes-
smelly pop up from the back. That's not very good.
Fisty finger.
That's not better. Maybe get away from the fisty finger
The-
bits.
The
Greg just-
fisting four.
Greg goes and sits down on a pile of bones, just saying the
Fistin fingerellas.
Well, he sits in the corner. He's like, the four fisters. No, that's bad.
The Fistastic Four.
So, think.
Is this the naming the party moment? Oh my god.
No, this is not.
49 episodes in.
And is our party name going to involve fisting?
I wonder how many of my campaigns will have that.
I hate all of you. I hate all of you.
I'm with you. I'm so with you.
It's fine.
All right, well,
Yeah,
I'm
it was a
going
good
back.
metaphor. It was a beautiful metaphor. Not Fistos, no. I know what you guys do.
Red Fistos unite!
Take time. Go to bed.
Yeah,
While you can.
Stanislav goes and lies down on his bedroll.
Tomorrow we'll talk about where we're gonna go once we're out of this place.
Okay.
It's a long rest. Is anyone taking a watch?
No,
Getting some sleep.
I think I feel pretty okay. They seem trustworthy. Or at
I'll
least
stay up for a portion of it, but then I'll go to bed. Like if there's no one, like and Smelly will take a watch too, but nothing.
Roll
Like,
me a perception. Just as like you're kind of sitting there, just waiting to see. Like you're not necessarily believing that it is as safe as they're making it be. You're almost tempted to go close the door yourself and hold it shut. But
21 for me.
21 is good. So the things you start hearing do not come from the hallway where the guard was. Instead, they come from the large iron door south end of the cell. You hear scratching on the other side of it. You hear whispers that you can't quite make the words out. And it sounds like something's just trying to either pry its way under the door or through the door. You hear the sound of nails just scratching against iron throughout the night, and it almost becomes hard for you to sleep. It does not stop. Continues until you fall asleep.
Okay, just another Saturday in the crazy fucking dungeon of this crazy bitch.
Do I hear this pretty quick as I start to fall asleep?
No, it's very faint. The door is extremely thick. Mantuka is actively keeping one right now. It can just It's very faint. Like what to him sounds like whispers barely passing through the steel is probably someone talking at full volume. It's that thick of a door. Exactly. But sleep does eventually find you. And the following morning, you all awaken. No worse for wear. No mysterious wounds in the neck to worry about, or any such things like that. You're all fine. Following morning, you do find there's a different guard standing at the top of the. This one does appear to be a woman, though again, no features whatsoever. Slightly different way the armor seems. But even the armor seems pretty universally. Too. What are you doing?
Alrighty, well,
You have a lot.
I'm gonna
to
escort
discuss.
these two out as Mantuka still entranced, as if I was entranced.
I'll go with
buddy.
it. Fuck it.
Yeah, I will too.
Rolled up the bedroll, repacked it up, and attempting to be as non-threatening as possible. No weapons out, obviously.
The guard nods at you as you begin passing. Doesn't seem to pay any notice. It seems like their word is going to be honored, and you follow your way up, just kind of what is essentially just a staircase that turns in 90 degrees until it reaches. What's up, Gregory?
Before I go out of the cage, I'd
Mhm.
like to just open up the box and look at my father's signature one last time.
No.
And just as I step out the door, does the blackness kind of resume?
As you step out the door, what was once a solid piece of wood with your father's initials just carved into it turns into what is more or less a black void. You even reach your hand in and fish around for a couple of your items, and they are all present and accounted for. Mr. Maker does the same with his bag of holding as he follows you out and kind of looks around and just kind of silently nods to you. He's not very talkative today. He seems a little preoccupied in his thoughts right now. It seems like the last few hours, or I guess 5 days of captivity, have maybe given him some time to think, or at least plan.
Not.
That's so like him.
Mr. Maker is just silent. You guys are led up to, like I said, just basically a staircase that's just turning ever on itself until you come out the cellar doors at the back of the house. Looks like this pit was dug fairly, I mean, I don't want to say recently, but it is still decently freshly excavated in some parts. You see fresh repairs actively being paid to. But you emerge to just want to say the sun coming out, but the mists are ever present as ever. The cloud cover is gray. There is not a spark of sunlight in the sky for you. But you are, as far as you can tell, out in the daytime as there's just a slightly lighter shade of gray taking over all the scenery than there was when you first went in. And you still have to kind of adjust your eyes for a minute as you come out, as you reacclimate to not being in a dark pit in the ground. Yeah.
Well,
Are there any trees around, like, as we come out of this, like,
Okay.
establishment?
Yeah, so as you come out, basically what you see, I can pull up the map for you here.
It's in a town, is it not?
It's at the north end, at the far end of the town.
Okay.
So, here, actually, I can pull. Crest. This is Ravencrest with no grid. There we go. So you're at Count Levana's mansion right now, and you're coming out basically right over where the V is. So when you come out, what you see is a very beautiful, absolutely stunning landscape of the Boundary Mountains, the mountain range that divides the northern half of this continent from the southern half. It is a stunning mountain view, like something you would see like out in the Rocky Mountains. Absolutely picturesque, with these towering but very thinly trunked trees that you're so accustomed to seeing here in the Dagger Woods. But if it weren't for the general grayness, starkness of everything, this would be a truly beautiful location. For a moment, you kind of understand why this mansion was built facing the way it was. And as you look back, you see the tall windows of the living space all facing this.
All right.
Well,
What are we doing?
So-
Where are we going?
go get our cart and get out of here.
Okay, where are we going? We're out of here. Out of here where?
I mean, we have to go back to insert name of mountain under hill place where we were living.
The Nerisch Sanctuary.
Yes. I mean, we failed. We have to go tell people.
yeah.
Fail life lesson. I was told to be good. Ah!
You were particularly good, Mantuka. I think you were maybe the biggest reason why we're still alive.
This is true.
So if you wanted to convert to Mogus, I know you're having some issues with your yeah, you gotcha.
Get us a pamphlet. We'll talk about it.
Mr. Maker pipes up for a minute. Did we lose?
That's the part I'm not sure about yet. Do we? And I look over at Stan. Should we? I don't
Ropesh is
know.
back.
Do we
We've
try?
seen-
Did we lose?
Maybe he's weak. Maybe he's weak right now. If he's come back, maybe if we go right now. I don't know. After I heard that lady talking, I just got really pumped up to prove her wrong. I don't know why.
Well, I can tell she doesn't want to do this.
Yeah,
Yet she's doing it anyways.
she's scared. She's really scared. I want to help her. Why don't we try seeing? Because we know where the limb of Rupesh was supposed to be, right?
Roughly.
Kind of.
You,
Roughly.
didn't
We have
get
a
the- you
vague
never got
idea,
the
but-
exact location. You know it is at the base of the mountains, on a nearby lake.
Well, I
To
could
the-
find it. It would take a little while, but I
to the
could find
west.
it. But I don't think he would be there anymore. He'd probably be traveling east. Or south. Or I don't really know.
Maybe we try.
So we're going back to the sea place. We're not going to a limb we don't know if it's there or with people going anywhere the fuck on the map.
I think Gregory is suggesting we go after Ropesh immediately right now. If he's still weak after just being put back together, we might stand a chance.
Maybe. I can't help but want to try something else.
Do you want to sacrifice everyone that you love in this party for that guess?
No. No. I can't bear to think of that woman. I don't know.
So we do what an army does. We report back, we get new intel, and we strike where needed. No time for weaking. No time for boys. It's a setback, and only a setback.
Yeah, you're right. And it would be better to go back and do what you say instead of maybe going on the wild chase. We have no idea where he could be at this point. So
That's true.
No, but we know where he's going.
where?
He told us. Or was I the only one listening?
Probably that.
I was really
Kind of looked
scared.
sheepishly at the ground.
Said they needed time. That she was buying them time. That's why she kept us. What if there's still time?
Speak plainly, Mr. Maker. Do you think there's time?
I don't know. Fuck if I know.
Would be worth a shot though if there is.
I can go really fast.
Gregory's kind of, you see Gregory's kind of doing this now.
And then die tired. We had this conversation.
I don't get tired. I have adolescent exuberance.
Fingers, Gregory, fingers. We're better together as a fist. We just talked about this.
We do need your tracking skills, but we don't need you to be way out ahead of us where you can't communicate that to us.
That's also true.
I think Mr. Maker is right. I think we have to find the tomb of JT the Just.
When am I not?
So far, it's a pretty high track record of being right.
Well, fucker, lead the way.
Ah!
Great.
Fuck
Gregory.
if I know the way.
Gregory, can't you make a few little birds to go search for us?
Oh, yeah,
I take out the bone mask and it's you look and it doesn't have a lot of its horns right now. It's very like stubbies. And I just kind of break off a tiny little piece of it and crumble it into dust and sort of scatter it in front of us. And a bunch of little birds just sort of like pop out of them. I'd say about six. Yeah.
They begin tweeting as they pop out of the ground. Tweet, 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 tweet.
Very smooth bone faces with little red beady eyes.
Kind of like
Cool.
fly around. Their wings just kind of as they.
They
twirl
kind of look
around
like
your face.
chickadees. They're
Every now
about
and
that
again, they get a
size.
little close to their ear.
Like a chickadee if it was also a Cubone.
Yes.
Chickadee. I love that.
Sick.
Okay. Mr. Maker's watching us.
like that?
Yeah, and I guess can you ask them to see if they can find the tomb? A long shot, but it's worth it.
Let's see. I think it can sit around for about.
Can
an
you link that
hour.
in chat just so we have the particulars for
Heck
him?
yeah. And
Hubert.
Keeper,
Boop.
yeah. And this is all as we're like walking down towards where Akesh and the cart are.
down to the tavern. Okay, conjure animals. You can conjure up to 8 for birds. So you have 8
Ooh.
birds right now.
Ah, beauty.
8 little chickadees.
Mm,
Chickadee.
yeah, you can do a CR0
Maybe a
raven.
more robust
So if you want to
bird
have
than a chickadee.
some chickadees, that's fine. No, they're chickadees.
Little
Doesn't-
baby.
Doesn't matter.
Stealthy.
So all 8 of them just fly off in different directions, basically, in every direction of the compass that they could possibly go. One heads straight north, the other's
Nice.
east-west, and then northeast, and so on, basically going off in each direction, having a pretty clear idea, just based on where they are. They last for an hour, you say?
Yeah.
Concentration up to an hour. Okay.
And they can haul ass.
They can. So it takes the better part of that hour. And none of them come back except for one.
Ooh.
It is the one that flew to the west. He gathered this one flew until it saw what it was looking for and then turned back. The others kept flying, having not
And-
found what it was they were seeking. and then as it lands, it tweets and quickly kind of like zips off in the west and comes back to you, indicating a direction, and then fades into away as a couple of the feathers just kind of lightly drift on the wind and then dissipate back into the ground.
Oh,
Great job, Gregory. We have direction.
okay. Let's do this.
How do we go west? Because we came from the south by southeast, right?
Mm-hmm. As far as you know, there's no road that leads that way. No road big enough for a cart. Perhaps
We
horses.
can just hoof it.
Alrighty. Well,
Literally hoof it. It's up to you.
by the way, as soon as we got out of the jail cell, I unsummoned Ikesh. Because it's been too
Oh.
long.
So he knows
That
that
poor
you're not
man.
dead. Yeah, basically,
That
as
poor
you
horse.
as you come out of the anti-magic cell or whatever, you hear a very familiar voice, and you're still going, "Boss, boss, where are
Oh,
you?"
Hey, I'm
Oh,
so
there
sorry.
you are. Hey, boss.
We'll talk in a little bit. I just go back home for a little bit, and I'll
Okay.
bring you back. Okay?
Can I have those apples though? You promised me those apples.
Oh, I have so many apples for you.
Buddy.
Where are the apples?
I have them, but I'm close. Okay?
Can I have them now?
No, sorry, buddy, but I'm not
Okay,
close.
bye.
And poof.
And he poofs away.
Fucking asshole horse.
You spoiled
I love him.
You
I know.
spoiled him.
Yep.
Oh no, he's an iPad horse.
Yeah. Fuck. I mean, my horse is a zoomer.
What's the game plan? You know, it's based on how quickly the bird traveled. It's probably a few hours on foot. Small handful, maybe.
All right.
3 to
Well,
4.
let's
Up creep show.
let's
What?
go.
Let's book it. Let's go.
Nothing.
No time to waste.
All right, so we are gonna do a collective group roll time. It's time for a group check. How are you all going to assist in getting you to this location as quickly as possible through the thick, possibly vampiric mist-infested undergrowth? What are you all doing?
I'm gonna
to
step
assist
on
in this
everything with
endeavor?
my hooves and walk in the general direction
Okay.
through whatever is in the way. Directly.
I'm gonna say
Other
purely
than
just
large mountains.
give me a straight up athletics check as you just literally, you guys follow Mantuka as he basically forces his way through the underbrush, just carving a path for you out of
I'm
spite.
helping.
Wow.
Nice.
Or try at least trying to. What do we roll?
Oh, not very well. 16.
16 is more
For the
than enough
boys?
to
All
trudge
right.
through some underbrush. So it takes you a bit at first, and as you get deeper in, the vines start to kind of collect, and you kind of have to. But eventually, you start figuring out the method here. A couple of times, you do hear the crunch of what sounds like maybe a small rodent, perhaps a squirrel, or something that might have just found its way into your path, unfortunately. But
Oops.
without much issue, you begin just
Smelly, grab those.
carving through the undergrowth, leading the way for your party. What are the other two of you doing? And actually,
Okay.
quick caveat, Mr. Maker is just kind of hanging behind you. He's not helping in this check
So-
because he's not here right now. What's up, Liz? Welcome in. No worries for the shadow.
Firstly, I'm gonna cast Detect Evil and Good.
Okay.
It lasts for an hour, so I'll recast it as needed. Just let me know how many spell slots to mark off.
A 2-hour
two-
walk with the speed that Mantuka is setting.
So 2 first level spell slots.
Mhm.
This is just to avoid getting surprised, more or less, not necessarily the skill check.
Mhm.
What am I gonna do for that?
Concentration,
Mohawk
10 minutes,
on.
isn't it? Yeah, you have 10 minutes on
Oh,
this
10
one.
minutes?
Yeah,
Oh,
not an hour.
oh, never mind. Sorry, I
Yeah,
thought it was an hour.
it'll take you several
Right.
dozen
Yeah, no, that's not gonna
casts to get
happen.
there on time.
All of your spell
Um,
slots.
Every spell slot.
Mantuka's carving a path.
Yeah, he's doing
I'm
the
just gonna-
strength stuff.
I'll keep an eye out for things.
Roll me a perception check then.
Yeah.
You are
an eye
currently
out for
on guard duty. You're kind of
Bad
like
eyes.
looking over
Yep.
Mantuka's shoulders as you can,
You
occasionally
normally
popping
roll
up on a rock.
bullshit for perception.
Every time. This is amazing. 12. We love that.
Wait,
Yep. Oh. 14.
that's a
We love
D4.
that. That is a D.
There we go.
You rolled a
16.
D3. You rolled a D3.
I rolled a D.
Oops,
I rolled a
D.
flat dice.
You rolled a flat.
Nah.
Not even, that's weird. That's like one of those weird hexy. Anyway, yeah, with a total of 16, that's more than enough. You do see a couple of times there's some things kind of moving on the just peripherals of your vision in the mist, and you kind of have to like turn Mantuka to try and guide him away from it. But you gather he's being aggressive enough and probably making enough noise to scare away most of the smaller things, and it doesn't appear as if there's any mists or anything to be worrying about right now.
Very
That's
good.
2 successes. Gregory,
I had a vampire girlfriend.
what are you
It
doing
was
to
somewhat
assist
mutual.
on this?
Once we get it through ways,
Somewhat exclusive.
I start to trip a little bit. I notice the others are not as much, but a little bit.
Mhm.
I take out the bone mask again, and this time you see one of the horns has grown all the way up. I snap it off,
Mhm.
chuck it into the woods, cast conjure animals, and I'll make 4 giant wasps that I'd like to follow us and essentially try and catch us should we fall.
Zzz, at all times, they're just buzzing. It almost
Cool.
become like it would be annoying if not for the fact you were surrounded by mosquitoes and other buzzing insects anyway. So it's kind of just
And they're
added.
giant.
Yeah, it's kind of just
Yeah.
added to the cacophony as the sound of these wasps begin picking up. I'm gonna say roll me just a straight up nature check, just as nature or animal handling actually. Let's do animal
But
handling.
instead of a high-pitched buzzing, it's like a...
Re-roll, do an animal handling. We were gonna ignore that one. That one didn't go through. That's better. So collectively between the 3 of you, you managed to
Nice.
make your way through the forest without much issue. It does take a while, like I said, about 2, maybe 2.5 hours, but you managed to set a steady pace and don't run into any issues on the way. Stanny.
Once we feel like we're getting fairly close, I'm going to cast Locate Object.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to cast it and attempt to find JT the Just. Specifically. Because I know what he looks like based off of the statues. And if his remains are there...
I would say he's not
then-
really an object, but you could probably do that on a piece of his armor or something that's depicted in the statues as well, or his weapons.
Sure.
So I will allow that
Yeah.
for sure.
Um,
Link that in chat. What's the range on it? Like how far does it?
It's
detect?
1,000. It's 1,000 feet. So I might have to cast it twice. But that's
No,
fine.
no. By about the like hour and a half mark, maybe 2 hour mark, you just get a little ping right on the just westernmost edge of your spell. You sense just something there. You managed to latch onto the weapon you see JT holding and all the depictions of him, and just focus on that. And
Oh, it's also
Eventually.
a concentration spell.
it is, yeah. 1,000 feet. Yeah. So.
Cool.
You feel that kind of ping around about
That's
the
kinda-
about the
yeah.
2 hour mark, and then you gather you're probably about 15 minutes away, give or take, going through the forest. Are you guys sneaking? Is there any plans? What's going forward here?
I don't know what's going to be here, so we should probably try and be quiet.
Absolutely. Did you want? I can try to make us invisible should anything pop up.
I'm a large
Oh, no.
minotaur with iron hooves. So I'll do my best. Get some cotton I can put under these things. Maybe some leather. Some pillow. I don't know.
That's not a bad idea, honestly.
Well, I have too much of this, and I'll take out 2 large cutlets of cured deer meat.
Oh, can you make 2 moles and I'll just attach them to my feet and they'll walk for me?
Are you giving Mentuka meat slippers right now? Ugh. Ugh.
Think of the merch ideas, brother.
Ugh.
It was Halloween.
It would be
Ugh.
good merch.
Yes,
would
I'm
be.
giving Mantuka
Oh, I
meat
hate
slippers.
that. I hate that. Okay. Roll for meat slipper.
Meat slipper.
Roll.
I'm really confused what you want me to roll, DM. Like,
I don't know what I want you to roll. Roll for meat slipper.
How'd you know my college
Is
nickname?
that
I feel like he
performance?
should just get advantage on stealth.
Is that like
His
insight?
hooves will stick into them, and then we can fold them around, and like...
You want to
No,
get crazy?
this is
Acrobatics? I
Stanislav.
don't know. Where
This
do
is
you want to go?
Stanislav.
Oh.
This is a Stanislav check as you are
Okay.
fixing these to his hooves.
Oh yes.
Just roll me a d20. Add your
Oh, that's
dexterity
Lady
to it.
Gaga's lawyer.
I was
She's
gonna
at the
say
door.
she's at the door waiting for me right now. Like
No animals were harmed in
straight
the taping of
dexterity
this
check,
episode.
please.
Yeah,
Chris.
Lady Gaga's lawyer
Yeah.
said we can't do this.
We can't do meat slippers. Not okay. Yeah, you have firmly,
20.
basically like you're tying a roast, but instead of getting it nice and tight and tied together, you just tie it around the hooves. Mantuka is currently walking with a bunch of raw meat just on his hooves.
No, it's cured. It's that
Ugh.
it'll last
Okay,
significantly longer.
Okay,
Yeah.
that's good. Yeah,
I
it's a
can
little
eat
more
it
durable.
after.
Jerky shoes.
Not the jerky shoes. I don't like it, but I like
Cured
that you
deer
got
meat.
a dirty 20 rolling it, so I'll allow it. Roll stealth with advantage, Mantuka.
Nice.
Everyone else just
And
normal
there's
stealth
special.
checks.
Groovy.
Every day we stray farther from
I'm
God's
so happy
life.
that worked.
My internet connection is unstable. That's not good.
I'm not gonna use my advantage because I did.
12. Got it.
Boop.
All right, I have to call my advantage
You guys
before
are
the roll, right?
worst. As Mr. Maker notices
Nat 20.
Gregory starting to fail, he's
Oh.
in Flash of Genius you, so you get a 14.
Meat slippers, bro. What are you gonna do about
Yeah,
it?
the natural 20 meat slippers. I fucking hate this. I hate all of you.
I have a deceptively high stealth for whatever fucking reason. I'm a stealthy moose.
You're a barbarian. Your dexterity, you have decent dex. You have no armor. Logically,
fat
it makes
fucking
sense you'd be
moose.
okay at sneaking. I mean,
I
Yeah.
gotta cut
Animals
loose.
can be
Me
quiet.
choose.
me choose.
Instead of the Pink Panther, it's the Maroon Minotaur.
Love that. That is amazing. So you all begin sneaking. Gregory's starting to struggle a little, not having Mantuka carve out the way for him. He starts stepping on things and cracking twigs beneath him. However, without much issue, fucking Mr. Maker quickly hits him with a flash of genius, and then kind of slinks into the darkness himself. And you all begin making your way slowly towards the direction you were heading. Stanislav just following that kind of magical ping, leading you to where you need to go. Ping, ping. Yeah, it's like when you're a Canadian traveling and you just know where a Tim Hortons is. That's just what I'm feeling right now. When you got the Tim,
I feel it.
I feel the Timdar. The Timdar is going off. Very real thing. Okay.
Yeah. I currently do have the beeps, the sweeps, and the creeps.
And you got the beat sweeps from the creeps. Good. Yeah, no, you definitely kind of, and you feel it kind of approaching, and you're getting closer. And
Yeah.
then, as you guys are making your way through the woods, you see the forest kind of break, probably 50 or 70 feet up ahead of you, give or take a bit. The forest just breaking. And
We do the Four Stooges thing around a tree.
yeah, you all look around a tree, and as you do,
Jiggle
and
peeking.
I want everyone to roll me a perception check. It's very low DC at this point. It's something you would have probably started hearing unless you're stupid. Very early.
Once the wasps are gone, it became easier to hear.
Yeah, they're just buzzing around you at all times. Everyone who's below a 10 or above a 10 will hear it.
They're all gone now. They disappeared into dust.
Collectively, as you're making your way, you begin hearing something very, very familiar carrying on the wind. You hear the sound of moans, groans, gasps for air, just carrying across the wind. And as you kind of peek around the tree, one head after the other, stacking on top of each other, you see a horde of horde of zombies rivaling that of the horde you had previously fought at the market stall in the desert. And at the head of a tall, about 15-foot mausoleum is a single figure clad head to toe in silver, gold-trimmed armor, wielding a mace, swinging as he does. I can't remember what sword he's wielding or what weapon he's wielding. Just swinging his weapon at these creatures, flashes of radiant energy going off as each one is hit and crumples to the ground. But each one that falls, there's another two that begin approaching around him, and he's fighting ferociously for dear life. It's hard to make out, but you can swear you can already see some fresh wounds on him. You can kind of only see the left side, and his head is mostly covered by a helm, but you see damage on the armor. It looks like he has been fighting for some time, as there are just piles of corpses on either side of this. It looks like he has been standing his ground here for probably a half day or more, just slaughtering this horde as it is coming at him. Just endless numbers of corpses making their way out of the forest. And as you all emerge into the clearing, that is where we will take our break for this evening. So, we will be back in 10, everybody. Do stay tuned. We have something very special coming up in just a little bit. I hope you're all going to like it. I know I'm very excited about it.
There's
So,
2 stands.
we'll be back in just a few minutes.
The
We're going to take
naughty dice!
a quick 10-minute breather as I hit the bathroom and just make sure this combat is going to run as smoothly as possible. So, we will see y'all in a few. Catch you in a couple minutes. Tell me the overlay is gonna work right off the bat. It still says placeholder on Mr. Maker. I fucked it. I had it perfect.
fucked it so
I
hard.
fucked it. I fucked it so hard, guys.
I emotionally
fudge.
fucked.
One second. I'm fixing it. I fixed.
You fucked it like the U.S. fucked Bin Laden.
Song will always
Wow.
be a banger. Song will always
That's where we're starting.
be a
That's
banger.
where we're fucking starting.
That's how we're starting.
Oh, I didn't forget the Mr. Maker art. It was just on the wrong layer. Durr.
Ah, story of my life.
Durr. I got my layerings fucked up. Kitty! We love Kitty. Thank you for the disadvantage, Insomnia Knight. I appreciate you, buddy. As you can all see, we have a special guest today. Look who it is. It's your boy, JTB. Everyone,
Hello.
show some love to my boy.
I have arrived to smite the undead.
There we go. We're smiting hordes of undead. So if y'all haven't already, go show some love to just JTB. He's
Smiting,
kind
no,
enough to
smiting.
join us as his NPC that he made as a stream redeem. We put a lot of time into this guy. I'm very excited about it. So fuck yeah. We're gonna jump.
Now
into
he's
things
not an
pretty quick here.
NPC.
Real quick, I would like to again point out we
For
do
now.
have Peter's new business up and running. If you guys would like to swing over to that link to the Insta, check out all the cool shit. There's Mr. Squishy, the can holder. I'm fucking getting
With a
one
can in it this
with
time.
a can in it. That's great. I
Sick.
love it. I love it. I need
It's
one.
most standard issue cans. More
Yeah.
canning.
Does it
Do
fit every
yourselves a
kind of
favor and
can?
go check out that cool ass.
Does it fit? Does it fit in Arizona?
Oh.
It does, because those are the same size as
Ooh.
the old monster cans, my friend.
Oh, the
Oh,
big,
yeah.
oh, the
Mhm.
big
Nice.
nasties.
Oh,
Respect
shit.
it.
And
I
it
respect
protrudes
it.
more for your sipping action.
We're protruding. Okay.
I'm all about protrusion.
Do
Oh my god, I'm
ship to
protruding.
Kieran asked, "Do you ship to Europe?"
Absolutely, positively not. We're going to stick to Canada right now and see how this goes. But feel free to follow my
I will
site
say-
and see the wicked cool stuff, because I'm
Yeah.
always videoing my printing.
If you win the giveaway, Kieran, we will ship to Europe for that exclusively. But while they're getting the business off the ground, shipping Europe is expensive. We get fucked in Canada. I'm sorry, it was rude. Gregory has advantage from Insomnia as well. They give the curse of disadvantage to Mantuka. Yeah,
Thank you,
sure.
baby.
Sure, absolutely, you can.
Oh, shit. Oh, shit.
Wow!
We changed
Hey,
that.
how's your
as a-
business going? Disadvantage. cool.
I'm
Is that
kidding.
on like
I'm kidding.
anything?
I'll take it.
I'll take. No, I'm so take that.
It's on your next roll, whatever it is.
Okay, disadvantage.
Love it.
God damn.
Love
now,
it.
Now I know how people feel.
Kieran's doing you dirty, dude.
Mantuka, play an Uno reverse card.
I missed the part of the giveaway. Yeah, no. Oh, yeah, you weren't here in the beginning.
In my bum.
Peter has surprised us and said he's going to give away a thing for our, was it the 50th episode? Oh, no, it's the finale. For the finale episode, the very last one,
yes.
we're going to give away something cool and 3D printed and D&D related from Peter's shop. I'm very excited. This is going to be cool. And then I'm going to get something.
And something completely non-D&D related.
You're going to get a beautiful D&D related thing and possibly a 3D printed dildo. I don't know. I can't promise you anything. I don't want to make promises Peter can't keep.
I probably wouldn't promise that one. I most definitely would not promise that one.
Are you sure?
I probably wouldn't even offer that one.
Are you sure?
But,
I think you should. You could probably make a killing. That all checks out. Just saying, if the nerd community
I
doesn't
don't know
show
if
up,
you want to
I'm
put
just,
that up there.
I'm just saying,
though.
if
Like,
the
I don't want
nerd
any, like,
community doesn't show up
penetration.
for you, the pervert community might. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying, buddy.
You know, sometimes they're just not mutually exclusive. at
That's
all
true.
either.
That's true.
Synergy.
Herbert's just a friend. You haven't
Baldur's
matched.
Gate would suggest that the nerd community and the pervert community are very tightly fucking entwined.
I'm gonna print my shit, and whatever you do with it in the sanctity of your own house, man, that's between you,
Beautiful.
whatever
Beautiful.
you believe in, and the
We love that.
Don't forget,
sharp
Way
if
to
you're
keep it
feeling
open, buddy.
down, I'll always be there to feel you up.
Where everybody knows your name.
It started off like this, and I guess this just whenever we get a break, this is
This
where
is
it
the
goes.
energy. Anyway,
Thank you for
we're all-
being a friend.
I'm sure you can. Yeah, see, Insomnia says he'll sell the dildos for you on his channel. That's where the unhinged stuff goes. It's two businesses. You don't even need to say you're running the dildo business. Just run it completely separately. You'll make a killing.
You just get
I have so
side
much
money.
research.
Bad Dragons lawyers here now.
How does... no, we had Lady Gaga's lawyer and Bad Dragons now. No. How does
How's
early
visited it?
retirement sound to you, Peter? That's all I'm gonna...
Call them the
That's a
bad
lot of clear
romance.
Can you explain that one to the kids? This inheritance came because we sold plastic cocks. Enjoy.
I would
Sorry, correction,
fucking
they're
wear my underwear and sell them
polyurethane.
if someone wanted
Polyurethane
to.
cocks. I'm
Whatever.
sorry. I'm sorry. I love it. Okay.
Oh
Well,
my God.
well, I'm happy to have y'all here. JT, thank you for joining us today. We're
course.
unhinged as fuck. That's just
Yep.
how the energy is.
It's a vibe, and you always know that I'm down for unhinged
Mhm.
chaos.
We do know that. So what
I
I'm
thrive in
gonna
the chaos.
now, real quick.
Well, we love
Let
you, Dom.
chaos reign.
Chaos
What?
reign.
There's the thing. I need. There it is. We love that. Okay, so
That was my favorite part of season 2. Crit roll.
was the let the chaos reign bits? Yeah, that's fair. So I have the initiative up. Everyone put their minis down where I told you y'all come in. JT, you're down.
In
as
case
well.
y'all didn't get this, Stanislav is basically a male jester.
Oh yeah.
Oh man.
Oh,
I
no.
love it.
No, you're not nearly chaotic enough to be a male jester. Appreciate.
I
the
used
effort.
to be.
Did you?
You ever painted a 3D dick on something?
Ooh.
No, because I don't have access to 3D paint.
You're
That
not
was
trying
me.
hard enough.
I should have 3 zombie hordes in here now.
Right,
Correct?
to
Yep.
roll initiative.
These are all part of the same horde, just FYI. This is not 6 hordes. Oh wait, why am I rolling multiple initiative? I'm stupid. I'm stupid,
Hold on.
guys. I'm a dumbass. There you go. Did everyone roll their
DM,
shit?
will you?
Hmm?
DM, will you kindly add 4 to both Mantuka and Gregory's
What did
initiative?
what did Mantuka roll? Oh, there he
Uh-huh.
is. And you said how much to it? 3?
4.
2? 4?
I rolled, but my roll did not pop up.
Were you holding your mini?
I did not click my mini, that is why.
And I'll put it
JT
in.
does
Can't
not
we
get
do
plus
that
4
all the
because
time?
Okay.
he's way too far
Yeah,
away.
it happens constantly. I do it all the time as the DM. So Standing, what's yours with your bonus? It's already in there?
Mine's already in there, yeah.
You suck. Awesome. Cool.
Yep, I rolled a 2.
Oh no.
Enjoy that.
The plus 7. Oh, that's
Oh.
fine.
Starting
going
the
last?
combat. Oh, wait, we need D&D battle tunes this time. We always appreciate you. Appreciate you Karen, going in the military. Okay, there you go. I think Kieran had some questions for you, Peter. Okay, so everyone's in. Oh, wait, hold up. We forgot Big Daddy Necromancer over here. Do this to me now.
Big Daddy, my name's Jeff.
Everything is working. Everything is running according to
Yeah.
plans. Click you. We can click you. Initiative. Did you roll a coup? You did not roll a coup. We love these. We love these very much. Okay. So starting the combat round, as you all kind of emerge and start seeing the trees thin out and kind of a half clearing filled, you see, like I described, just a steel-clad warrior just fighting off a horde of zombies single-handedly. All of his strikes radiating with radiant energy as he strikes them. And you all kind of appear at the southeast side of the map. You do see the zombie horde, and you kind of pick up at the head of them or just behind them an individual clad head to toe in robes, not missing any of his detail you pick up on right away. And he's just standing there, his hands raised, seemingly controlling this horde of zombies that are attacking who you gather to be Sir JT the Just, as he seemingly stands his ground with effort, but not all that much. We'll see how we're doing. Gregory, you are up at the start of the initiative order. You see all of this unfolding right here against this like picturesque lake backdrop with the mountains behind you and the mist kind of just faintly settling over the lake. What are you doing?
So Gregory's just gonna start to sort of circle around there, 5, 10, 15, 20, 21, 30, and can he get a clear shot from there between the trees to any of those nasty piles of people?
90 feet to the closest group.
Gorgeous.
Yes, you can get a clear shot quite easily.
Fantastic.
Okay. Let's zoom in on Gregory.
I don't know. So, Greg's just sort of walking in, running a little bit, focusing his eyes. I don't know who the shiny person is, but they look like they need help.
Opens the box, and a tiny little pink gaming chair plops out, and a little gray head is right behind it, and he just puts his thumb up, and a bunch of little screens all pop up with zombie faces all over them, and I cast Magic Missile at level 6.
That's
gonna be 5.
At level 6.
7,
Did you say
8.
level 6?
Level 6.
I just want to make sure I'm hearing that correctly. You said level 6?
That's a lot of missiles.
So many.
That's magic cluster bomb.
Oh no. Yeah.
So many.
Many aerial strike.
What's the total damage on that?
Let's see.
Magic
here.
arc light.
Man. Okay.
Yeah, just the little screens pop up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 of them, and they turn into light and fire at the zombie hordes. And the little gray blob just sticks up his thumb again and goes back into the box.
Good.
29 HP up. So you notice all, like, as you let loose the magic missile, they all begin cascading towards this horde, taking off zombies as they do. You see a handful of them fall, but even as they do, more and more just coming out of the forest to join in the horde you barely made.
Oh dear. We're coming to help.
That's my turn.
So,
Help is on the way.
help us on the way, dude.
There's just a secondary lapse where
Yeah.
he's in the middle of hitting something and he just turns towards where Gregory is and he's just like, the fuck?
Yeah, as you're fighting, you just see this explosion of purple light as you see like zombie parts flying into the air at the east side of this horde as pieces are just being blown out of it by what appears to you to be maybe a 15 or 16-year-old boy. Yeah,
You guys
probably
hear
just
nothing.
hear.
You guys don't hear it over the hordes of the zombies, but he's like, why is there a child?
So, before we get
Whose
into
boy
anything
is
else, now that the group has been revealed, would you all like to take a minute, starting with Gregory, to describe what your characters all look like for JT the Just, and anyone who might be new in chat?
Gregory is a 16-year-old with curly yellow hair. He has a purple box with stars, a green, yellow, blue all over, and you see a white bone mask poking out of his gray sweatpants that are very, very nasty looking at this point. And he uses the little box, and you see a little thing popping out of that, so it seems like that's where all his magic comes from.
Hell yeah.
Mantuka
Mantuka's next.
is an enlarged black minotaur. Up in age a little bit. Like if we're gauging human wise, it'd be like middle age. Iron hooves from many victories. and he has this small, smelly individual that follows him around and gives him weapons, and they have life lessons, and I'll let the rest tell itself.
That's true. It doesn't need a lot of explaining.
Fair.
Stanny, what about you?
So Stanislav is a tiefling, but not one like you've seen before. He's shiny golden from head to toe. He's got long, smooth, silky flowing hair that even in a dead, still wind unnaturally flows a little bit as if there is a breeze. He's currently wielding...
Yes.
Yep. He's currently wielding just a plain iron or something shield and a very nice axe, wearing clothes that are quite nice and look like they are from the Imperium, and some Brazilian safety shoes. Okay, sandals.
Yes, sure, you do have some
Alright.
sandals on. I've been repping the gladiator shoes since day one.
Always.
Always.
And yeah, he's a shiny golden tiefling.
Absolutely yoked too, standing like easily 6 feet tall. And JT,
Yes,
if you'd
right.
like to,
I forgot to mention that. Absolutely, like just crazy swole.
Just
Looks
so
like a
swole.
bodybuilder.
Absolutely. JT, last but certainly not least, please, as the rest of the party now sees your character come into form over this horde of zombies, describe yourself to us.
So it's hard to make out because of he looks almost, I guess I'll start with the basics. He's a massive human looking person. Like, he's well over 6 feet tall. He's very broad shouldered. He's covered in this golden and silver armor with a clear symbol of Torm just right on the chest plate. And on the shield, his shield is not particularly special, but it is also made of a silver and gold with the symbol of Torm as well. His warhammer is this incredibly well-made looking dwarven warhammer that shines with a radiant light, but the radiance itself almost seems like it's coming from JT himself when he's holding the hammer specifically. He looks humanoid, but he has a lot of scars, and it's almost like one of his eyes is completely just gone. It seems like it's very old injury at this point. Like something had hit and just scraped off a good chunk of that section.
Yeah. As he turns to look at you, you see just a little bit of bone exposed on the side of the eye socket, and the skin kind of has a sickly, almost deathly looking color.
Whereas you guys probably would recall that Lady Jenna was more of a radiant spirit. JT just looks undead at this point, but he's still fighting the undead.
One more thing, Stanislav has a visible pennant of that exact same symbol that is emblazoned all over your armor.
Okay, so Gregory, as all of that registers, you see this individual fighting. Mantuka, same to you. You see the zombie horde just kind of beginning to enclose. It looks like the battle wall that has been going in his favor, like the numbers are definitely starting to turn a little bit. What are you doing?
I'm just going to V-line it and do a dash action and just book it towards the shenanigans.
Okay.
Get your brooms!
You notice all the zombies are wearing suspiciously modern clothing. It's the only kind of minis. It's the only minis I can find. There's even a child. There's a zombie child in each of those hordes. Enjoy that.
Ooh, extra points.
Extra points for zombie children. Yes, it is known. So you're just gonna dash. All right, that's all you. Are you raging this turn or no?
I don't know.
Okay, cool. We'll pass on that.
I'm gonna say no, and then just get fucked by zombies for a turn.
And
then be like, oh fuck, I should have raged.
As you see this swarm of zombies just going down in front of JT, and Gregory's magic missiles kind of blowing them up as Mantuka's sprinting in. It's very picturesque too, Mantuka. You're running in as the magic missiles are like flying over your shoulders and impacting. You get there as dirt is falling onto you, and you're just ready for battle. Next up, however, his attention being immediately turned to the individuals who are casting and running in from the side.
I'm not a caster.
No, he's fair.
Kill him.
That's a valid.
Shoot the little
name
one.
we sing to you, hallelujah.
Oh no.
Quality of chairs is unmatched.
Go back. Don't link the thingy. So he's going to raise his hand. I need you to make a DC 15 spell save, Mantuka. He's running, and he's going to cast web. What's that?
Oh, he's
for?
way too far away for me to counterspell. Never mind.
100%.
Sorry,
And
What am I
What's the
rolling
range of
there,
cantrip?
my friend?
That is a DC. Real quick. You know me, I don't do it. A DC 17 or. Alright. Fuck. DC 15 dex save, please. As like he
Dex
raises
save.
his hand and you see just spider webs
Okay.
begin pouring out of them from these little spiders that are crawling all over his skin. They just begin casting a web out. 12.
Oh shit! Sorry, I got
Cast a
disadvantage.
web,
Hold on, I
any
got
size.
disadvantage.
You do have disadvantage. I mean, you failed
it was
anyway.
equally 12.
You failed anyway. We love that. So
Haha,
you
suck
are
it, Jack.
currently it is 20-foot cube. So
You didn't beat me. I beat myself.
Catching Mantuka anytime.
It's because I'm still wearing the meat slippers. They're confusing to me.
You are. You didn't really ever took them off.
JT, did you
It
see the meat
slips a
slip?
little bit.
Did you
just
see the
like
meat
that.
slippers bit? You understand?
Yeah.
Okay, so as you see Mantuka come running out, you just barely catch it, but he has like slabs of meat tied about halfway up his calf. Just for no reason.
I'm not used to these things.
Meat slippers.
Here's here.
20-foot cube, right?
What the hell is happening?
Quiet,
Child
I'm
with a magic
saving you.
box and a cow with meat on his feet.
And you technically haven't seen the golden tiefling yet.
That big.
If you go down, I'll give you the golden.
The
Hold
kiss
on.
of life. Hell yeah. Make out with the zombie just.
That'll. Oh no. Oh no, not this.
Then I'll
not
become a
this,
cleric.
Why this? Okay. Spider webs are down. So you find yourself directly in the center of these webs, and they're covering. Your arms are stuck in them. Your legs. So you failed your save, correct?
I most certainly did not pass any
You've
part
been
of
hit
that.
by. Ow! You've been struck by. Come.
Yeah, you are restrained. You are now considered restrained. You have to make a strength check to get out on your next turn.
Okay.
I
I got
believe
this.
it is an action to do that. So you can try to get out next turn, but you're currently just stuck in these spider webs that have found their way all over you. Even now, you feel spiders crawling over your legs and over your body and just starting to kind of cover you. That'll be the necromancer is going to also fly or can zip his way over here. I don't think he has fly necessarily. Got 30 feet. He's gonna move into his swarm of zombies, and they kind of gather around him, creating a bit of a protective barrier. So he is currently in what I would consider 3/4 cover. You can just barely see the top of his head picking up around the zombie. Encircled him. Next up, we have the zombie horde, who at this point is just going to continue advancing on JT, and they all move as a unit.
Yeah,
so
get him.
they're gonna. Some are gonna start making their way towards you, Mantuka, and get into the webs. I'm gonna roll.
No, go after NPCs up there. Get the red shirt.
Get the red shirt, not the red shirt. Okay, so zombie horde, they get so many attacks. I need to make them a dex save to see if they can move through it. They do not succeed. So you see these zombies, Mantuka, start crawling towards you. See you later, Kieran. Thank you for swinging in with the raid, buddy. Have a good night. Sleep well. We'll catch you later. You see the zombies begin crawling towards you, and they too begin stumbling into the webs and trying to crawl through, and you see the webs sticking to them as they try to move, and they too, or at least those ones, are restrained and not getting to you. However,
See, it's annoying.
JT,
Stupid spiders.
you are going to take an attack from them.
Alrighty.
They're currently still continuing. 26 to hit you.
26 hits.
You take 16 points of bludgeoning damage. As the zombie, like, hands and fists just begin trying to clash into you. You feel something carve across your face. Some of your skin begins to stretch open and tear. That was a pretty big hit right off the bat. However, they all are spread out, and that's the only kind of arm of it that's in range of you at this point. They all are actively moving around as we speak, though. So, that'll be their turn. You are, JT, immune to their effect. However, Peter, you are not. Go ahead And roll me
I beg to differ.
roll me a Constitution saving throw. As these this horde of zombies
good at
makes
this
its
stuff.
way into your space, as you reach the 20-foot range away from them, the putrid smell of rot and decay fills your nostrils. You can taste it on the air. It is foul. I believe you save. Yeah, it was a 14. You save. You do not take any negative effects from it, but you feel
Praise
like
Mogus.
you almost feel like spending the rest of your turn or your next turn just throwing your guts up. It is the most foul thing you have ever smelled in your life. This was the mechanic I forgot to use on you guys last fight. I was so excited. That will be their turn, however. Mantuka, you save. Next up, we have Sir JT the Just. You see allies, or what appear to be allies now, including a child, making their way out of the forest towards you and trying to assist with this fight. You see the head
So-
necromancer controlling his horde as you kind of stand your ground. What do you
think seeing these people show up and in his own protective nature as he is, he's going to begin to move around
Mhm.
this horde as he comes down to here.
easily
He
done?
positions himself here and he looks up, looks towards them, and then looks at all the horde around him. And he clashes the hammer along the shield, and with it, he channels his divinity to turn undead.
Mm-hmm.
And he just lets a ring out. So I need anything within 30 feet of me to make a DC 17 Wisdom save.
Got you, boo. Okay, so 30
I hope
feet.
they don't all come my way.
30 feet. Basically, all the zombies are going to be in that, and the necromancer. So the back horde will be safe, and the horde by Peter or Mantuka will be safe. But every other zombie in there is going to
Come
be
to my
affected
web
by-
zombies.
You said wisdom save from the horde
Yep.
and from the necromancer.
Is the necromancer dead?
Yeah, he's
Okay.
100% undead. The skin is crispy looking and dry and just hanging off the bones at this point. Does appear to be a woman as well, though very unfamiliar to all of you. So that is a wisdom save from them. Is it 16?
Evil
That's a
biatch.
fail, I believe. You said 17, right?
17 is the
Okay,
DC.
so those zombies fail, and wisdom saving 13. So the necromancer also fails. So they will spend the next turn, I believe, afraid of you and running.
It probably won't matter for this, but if
Mhm.
anything is under CR2, it's immediately destroyed.
So the zombie horde is definitely a CR much higher than that. But
Okay.
we're gonna roll. Fairest
But-
way to do this. Roll me a percentile.
You're a cleric, not a paladin.
Let's roll me a percentile, and we're gonna.
Yeah, I'm not smiting anything except by channeling.
Roll me a
divinity.
percentile, and we're gonna divide it by 2, and that's gonna be how many zombies you take out. Not a whole lot.
Not
unfortunately.
very many.
Still a good chunk.
Not
though.
my holiest smite.
19.
19. Uh-huh. Okay.
Out of what, like a
it
few
was.
hundred?
I'm counting it as radiant damage, so you're gonna get a little extra. I'm basically converting that 19 to the damage to the total horde's health, since it's such a high CR, but it's individual creatures in it. So, and it is radiant damage, so they're basically gonna take 37 because it doesn't fucking matter anyway. So they are, while they are not feared, the instant destroying of the horde does begin to take place on a few of them, as some fail to save a little more than others. You notice few of them are just instantly reduced to ash in this radiant energy, but some just continue making their way towards you.
And the rest of them would be
They're all
turned.
feared. They're all feared now. Yeah. So
Yeah.
they are they running from you, or just considered afraid while they're in your space?
So if a creature fails its saving throw, it is turned for
There you
1
go.
minute until it takes damage.
Okay. So turn.
It must
Okay.
spend its turns trying to move as far away from me as it can. It can't willingly move within 30 feet of me.
Okay.
It can't take reactions, and
Okay.
its only action can be its dash action to try to escape.
Okay, we love that. So as you raise your hand and clash your shield and your hammer together, the light emanates. You see some just evaporate immediately, and the others just and begin turning around on themselves, moaning and just clawing their way through themselves to try to get away from you. So their next turn, you said for 10 turns? Is it a minute?
For a minute, yep.
Love that. Okay.
Well, la dee da. Thank you for coming to the party.
La-va-dee-da. Okay, that your turn?
And then as a bonus action, I'm just gonna level 1 healing word myself.
Good idea. You took a big hit. They do smash. They do smash. So
For 10.
okay, 10 health, not bad. Danny,
Woo.
you see as JT the Just burns the undead from him, they all begin fleeing or just evaporating on the spot. This is a very powerful holy man. What are you doing?
So Stanislav reaches down and picks his jaw up off the floor and reaches it to his face.
Fair enough.
Yeah, so seeing this, I'm just going to move 30 feet closer towards White. Go here. And taking stock of things, realizing I can't really do much physically right now, I am going to cast Moonbeam at 3rd level. Right there.
Right smack dab in the middle of them. Okay. Link
Yeah,
the moonbeam
so
in
it's-
chat for me, please.
It's a 5-foot radius. Fully cool.
I remember most of
Cast.
5-foot radius. Let's see.
Mhm.
You link the description. It's
No.
right. Is it as soon as it comes down or as they start their turn in it? All I need to know.
When the
When they
creature
start their turn.
When they
Yep.
end their turn in it?
no, when it enters the
Start of
spell's
the
area
turn.
for the first time on a turn or starts its turn there.
Okay, so at the start of their next turn, they'll take the damage. Makes sense.
They'll make the save, yes.
Yeah, cool. Sounds good. You see the moon gonna come down
yeah.
from the sky. I will put you a little. I don't even know if I have a moonbeam, but let's find out. I have a moon. Maybe I can just put a whole moon on
like
the
a-
map.
Sure, or a yellow circle.
At front.
JT, you see a very familiar style, color of magic from this dude. Center it right here, so I want to get both of these groups.
Give or take about that size.
Yeah,
He
perfect.
will immediately begin looking for whoever cast that.
It's just like you see a beam of moonlight split down from the sky, piercing the fog and the clouds, and just illuminating this entire space. It was pretty dark here before, and now that there's light, you see the grisly, defiled bodies of these people's faces have been torn off. It looks like this horde has been moving through this area, just collecting bodies as it's been going. It's not.
It counts as
pleasant
dim
sight.
light.
Yeah, it is
Yeah.
just enough to illuminate that area. It is a grisly sight. So on their turn, they will make the save. Sounds good. Hell yeah, dude. Good turn.
I can't do a racial casting of a concentration spell after doing that for a bonus action, right?
Unfortunately. Well,
'Kay.
is it a leveled spell?
It is, yeah.
Yeah,
so no.
So no.
Cool. So then I will, yeah, that'll be it.
Oh, and the creature enters spells. Okay, so good.
Just
all
focus.
right.
I'm just focusing on that. Yep.
Sounds good. You maintain that. Gregory, you see as the horde is beginning to run from Sir JT the Just, and Stanislav conjures a moonbeam, and then you see Mr. Naker just stuck in a pile of cobwebs trying to get out as a horde of zombies are trying to do the same and just claw their way towards him. What are you doing?
Man, oh, no. Gregory was skirting around at first, but as soon as he sees Mantuka get hit by the webs, he just starts bolting towards him,
Yep.
shouting, "The fist! The fist!" And as he's running, you see with each step, there's like a sort of a spray out from his feet, and it just, each spray gets a little brighter, and it's a green flash each time. And as soon as he gets 30 feet to here, he just skirts to a stop, and you see his eyes are glowing, and he's gonna cast haste on Mantuka.
Oh.
He just sort of gets there, and he's fumbling for the box for the mask. He doesn't know what's going on, but he just opens his eyes, and they just sort of fizzle out of green light. And as soon as they do, you notice that Mantuka's sort of popping with the same sort of pop rocky green light.
Hell yeah.
It's pre-workout!
So Mantuka, as you're struggling here in these webs, you feel the spell manifest. You feel your energy levels just skyrocket. You can do anything. And you get an extra action on your next turn to try to get out of the webs.
You can be
Congratulations.
brown. You can be
Right,
blue.
there you
You
go.
can be black.
The pinky helps the thumb. Fist it out, Mantuka.
Oh, I don't like that.
All
Mantuka, it's your turn.
catchphrases I didn't want.
All the catchphrases you could never have asked for. Yeah.
I'm going to take an action and try to release myself from these amazing webs.
Mm-hmm. Go ahead. So, just a strength check, I believe.
Take the dodge,
25.
duck, dip, dive, and dodge action.
Yeah, you're out. No strub. So your first action is spent. You just begin tearing the webs off and using your free hand to get it off your other. You swing the halberd a couple times, just carving through the webs. You do. You are now free from those. I believe.
Bonus action rage.
You are no longer restrained. Bosun action. Yeah, absolutely. So you're currently
Bosun
raging.
action.
Bosun action. That's on the
Well.
boat. That happens on the boat.
Yep.
I'm sorry. Bonus action. Yeah, you're raging currently. You do still have another action and movement.
And yeah, I'm well within my range because of my 10-foot halberd. I'm gonna
Yep.
make an attack at this fucking the web crew here.
Go ahead.
Damn web developers.
Right?
Get a real
19,
job.
19 definitely hits. They do not have a high AC. There's trying
But
to claw
I'm-
their way through the shit.
I'm
toward
gonna.
you.
Do I need to declare beforehand reckless? Yeah, I feel like I do. Okay, cool.
Technically, you do, but if you want to, I don't give a shit. If you want to take the advantage and have people hit you with advantage next turn,
Yeah.
I'm more than okay with that.
So just dirty 20. Nothing happened.
Dirty 20 hit. Yeah, okay. Definitely hits though. Go ahead and roll your damage.
11 plus 3, so that's 14 slashing damage.
They're standing there in the webs. They're restrained. You also probably would not have had to reckless because they were restrained. You had advantage anyway.
Oh,
You can
sweet.
save that
So
reckless
let's
attack.
just
Yep.
do my second attack.
No worries. Go
Not
ahead.
recklessly.
You carve into the horde, easily cleaving through 2 or 3 zombies as you do, killing them on the spot. Yeah. It's
27
100%.
to hit.
Yep.
For another 11, so that's 14 more slashing damage of this amazing bull-like testosterone. DM.
Fair
I
enough.
think-
Okay. You are currently out of the webs. You've just slain a good swath of the zombies. They're not all dead yet, and there's still a pretty sizable amount of them. Even more making their way out of the trees as you fight. Is that your turn?
Yes.
Okay.
Currently DM, yes.
It's
Where it says good job.
We are currently the Lich. Moving full speed. Dash action away from JT. This horde succeeded. I guess this horde is going to squeeze their way in between the statue and the wall and make their way towards the fucking lake. This one's running also towards the lake.
zombies!
This one's running towards the lake, and then these two have to make their save. Is it wisdom?
Stanislav is thoroughly confused.
Is it wisdom for the moonbeam? I believe so. It's 5, so it's full damage.
Con.
Con? Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Probably not gonna matter. It still doesn't matter. Go ahead and roll your damage for the moonbeam. As the turn begins in it, they start trying to move out of it, and you see some of them just
That's
instantly
12
fizzle away.
radiant damage.
Yeah, so doubled. 24 total. We love that.
Mhm.
All radiant damage is doubled against these fuckers too, so you guys
Nice.
are aware. That is... They can also move, so they will move out of it this turn. Oh, one, I'd say, based on the amount of HP left, one died completely there. But every time you guys carve
Oh,
more
if they
HP,
take
eventually...
damage, they're no longer feared.
Oh, okay. So this group's still alive. They're not feared, so they're going to advance toward you instead of running away now, and they're going to hit you with an attack again. You.
Ooh, that's a lot of damage.
That's not even, we do exploding critties too. That's a lot.
That's
That's
24 plus
16.
16.
24. You take 30.
Lord
You take 30
Jesus.
points of damage.
Hey, Stan, your god, the god's gonna
Yeah,
die!
so we're running exploding crits, which means you do your max amount of weapon damage and then add whatever you roll. So you basically get a max and then roll on top of that.
Mhm.
Fuck.
So that's
Okay.
40 points of damage.
Is it 40 or 30? It's 40. Yeah. You take
24 plus 16.
Oh my god.
That's fucking gross.
You take
That is
40
well
points
played,
of
Pat.
bludgeoning damage as they just start clawing into your armor. You feel some of the chainmail tearing his fingernails, and bony fingers just make their way through it and claw into your flesh, which is already not looking great. Holy shit.
Don't you kill my God's champion!
Man, is it gonna be super saddening for you when I heal that all in one spell?
I know. That's I'm not really worried.
Flash when I come over and touch
This
you.
group,
with
however,
55
is
to
also
healing.
gonna come over. Well, yeah, they have no one else to fucking go to. They're stupid.
Oh, we have a cleric and a paladin in the same fight.
Are you serious?
Your god is not here today, priest.
Your god is not with you now.
Tempest is gonna have a vacancy for a champion.
All right, never
24,
mind.
24
Don't
plus
get
20
atheist zombies.
24 plus 23, 47 more points of damage, right?
I'm down.
Beauty god.
Dude, I'm
Not on my watch.
yeah, you'll be
Oh.
alright, but, that is I think that's the most amount of damage I've done in a round against anybody in history, and I'm sorry
Damn.
it had to be you on your
I
guest
couldn't
appearance.
fix this
Yeah, it is
statue.
what it
Welcome
is.
to the show, motherfucker. Okay, well that'll be their turn. JT the Jester, death saving throw, I guess.
I'm gonna roll it with advantage.
Yeah, please do, please do. Dude, I'm so sorry. This is why I hate rolling in front of everyone. I can't fudge. Okay, you succeed.
11 and 5. So
You succeed.
11.
You get one success. Danny, you're up. You see as JT raises this turn undead, clashing a shield. He falls as a horde of zombies just collapse, and they're already in him, or not in his space.
In me, oh boy!
In his
This became a very
space. In
different
his
show.
space. In your space.
I know this was ERP.
In my space.
And they are currently.
Like,
just
how do I
descending on
turn
him. It does not appear that they have any intention of stopping. I will tell you that.
Oh,
right
bitch.
Yeah.
Now.
Okay.
They're going to claw every single one of you apart piece by
Oh,
piece. They do not have the intelligence to stop. What are you doing?
Stanislav is going to move another 30 feet
Mm-hmm.
in a general that way direction.
Mm-hmm.
For my action, I'm going to move Moonbeam right into the middle of the two groups that are currently mauling my champion.
Okay. So on
Right
their next
there.
turn, they'll save against it. Totally fine. Can't believe I rolled
And then
two
for
nat
my-
20s in a row, guys. That's crazy. That's happened. Remember the last game we did too? I rolled like 3 in a round against you. I'm having crazy good dice luck.
Yeah.
I'm so sorry, dude. I'm so
Your
sorry.
goal is to just kill me in a game.
I just wanted to hit you twice. Like I just wanted to
Elon
say
Musk
hello.
dice.
Oh my god.
We're getting sucked.
I've been critted like the
Suck
past
dice.
4 rolls I played with you.
That's true. I can't help it. I don't.
The
I
great
don't know what
JTB
to do.
curse. The
It is.
JTBC.
To be fair, we never killed Firegrim, which is the one thing I could never forgive myself for doing if I had done it. So.
And honestly, I don't really have anything else. I'm just going to yell.
Okay.
Come and get me, you pieces of shit!
Okay. Roll me a charisma check.
I do
Performance, persuasion. Your call. I'll allow you to roll your choice on that one.
Fucking bad.
Mm-hmm.
How?
Okay, so you want the
I rolled a
moon-
nat
Big guy
2.
die.
You want the moonbeam right in their center. We got you.
Oh.
Okay. So you notice some kind of like turn and look at you. And some do split off of the group that Mantuka's currently fighting, and a few make their way towards you, but for the most part, they do still pretty intent on carrying every single one of you limb from limb as best they can. That being said, is that your turn?
Yeah.
Gregory, you're up. What are you doing? You see
I
Stanny
hear-
move his moonbeam over, and it kind of like it's like a
Oh.
spotlight just drifts its way across the field and into another horde of zombies.
Jordan, I love you, but your claws are sharp.
I hear Stan scream, "Don't hit my your champion!" Oh! Oh! He starts running forward. These are trees, yes?
Yeah.
So I can kind of like skirt around the webs.
Yeah, they're trees with like really thin trunks too. They're not
Oh,
very.
gorgeous.
You can move basically through their space freely. They
I
can
would
only
like
take up a
to,
5-foot space.
dash, action dash to right here.
Mm-hmm.
And then once I get to there, I should be up. Hello? There we go. Okay, and please God, did I do that math right?
Chocolate.
Hell yeah! Healing word level 5! I
Ooh.
open up the box. I just skirt to right there, and you just start to hear like a soft music at first, but then as this little pink purplish shell comes out and it opens up, you see a little broken pearl singing a song. But at level 5, the back of the shell has like speakers in it, and you just see the little broken pearl just open its eyes and go, "Wah!"
Okay, fair enough. Go ahead and roll for the heals
Wow.
there on that one.
Yeah! It kicks up my heart from the other side. Ba, ba, ba.
Exactly.
Okay.
By the way, Ryan, that was
JT,
that
you
was
get
an
15.
amazing old metal yell, scream,
that's good.
sing.
Thank
Yeah,
you.
You get,
Really good.
you
I'm
get
not gonna
15
lie.
points of healing, JT.
Look at me, I'm up
Gregory,
so I can get knocked back down, baby. Let's
Gregory,
go.
I'm sorry. Gregory,
I
it's
get
your
back
turn,
up.
correct? Or that is your turn, correct? Are
Yeah,
you
that's
done?
me.
Okay. Mantuka, you are currently free from the webs. There's a bit of a horde left in front of you. You see your supposed ally just down and currently being surrounded. What are you doing?
I'm gonna take care of the horde in front of me.
Go ahead and roll your attack.
Seems legit. Are they still bound by the web?
Most of them, yeah. A couple are starting to break free, but for the
Advantage it is, not Recklesson.
Yeah.
Thank goodness. Wow.
Here you go. Okay.
25.
25 hits. Go ahead and roll your damage.
For 10 slashing damage on the first one,
Enough for them.
and then
So you just slash down into them, and the last of the zombies just kind of collapse as you cleave through their brain.
Oh.
They are currently
stop
that.
rolling.
Yeah, each little bit has some different
Oh.
HPs that I've rolled.
She gets
So
super excited.
yeah, and they're
Just happy
just
to be
dead.
here.
And you're currently standing there in the middle of the webs. You do still have your movement. What do you want to do? And the second attack.
Yes.
And you're
I
hasted.
guess
You're also hasted.
I am also hasted.
Yep.
So I've got full movement. So
We got full movement, the other half of your attack, and then another full action on top of that.
okay, so 40. Cool. So I'm gonna move here, and then I'll attack this
Yep.
mob. Oh,
You can catch the back of it for sure.
piece of shit.
Go ahead and roll
Well,
your
it's,
attack.
it's 10 feet, right? That works for you?
Yeah. It's just on the cusp. You kind of
Just
catching the
between
tail
friends.
end of them. Yep.
Sneaky snack! And I'm gonna make my attack. I'm gonna do it recklessly because they're not,
Cool. Fair. Yeah, go ahead. 15 would hit. 19 does it though. You just
They
run
deserve it.
forward and kind of basically have to reach to the full extent and stab out, hoping you catch one or two.
That's right. And another 10 slashing damage. This motherfucker's spinal tap.
Still up, but you do like impale through two of them with the large spike on the end of your halberd and lift them up in the air and just throw them back over your shoulder, and the bodies just with a wet splat land on some rocks.
Bogus
behind
doesn't want you. You're not the right stuff.
you. Next up is the necromancer, who is continuing to run away full speed until he's off the map. He's now off the
Bye,
map.
buddy.
He'll be back in
See you in a minute.
approximately 8 turns.
Come back and
these
kill this other
zombies,
guy when it goes down.
full movement into the water. At a certain point, you guys watch, like, they're just fleeing, and they get, like, into the water, up to their chest, up to their shoulders, up to their heads, and then they just vanish. And just disappear into the depths of the lake below.
I hope nobody goes swimming tomorrow.
Actually, that can't end well because they don't need to breathe.
I hope nobody goes
Mhm.
swimming tomorrow.
Yeah, so you just see that essentially this horde of zombies vanish into the mists, into the water, and, like, essentially they just kind of disappear eventually. It's one of the most creepy things you ever fucking did see. However, some of them do still have their turn and need to make a con save against the moonbeam. Okay.
Oh,
Okay.
oh yeah.
Roll your damage.
That's
Roll your
tough.
damage. Roll your damage, Chris. Just wanted to have a cool zombie fight. I can't believe I double
13.
critted. That felt good.
I mean,
20
you had a cool one.
It was a good.
That's nuts.
It was a really cool cinematic moment. I just feel bad that it happened. that
26
way.
total points of
Jesus
radiant.
Okay, so one of that half of the horde is just eviscerated or evaporated in the moonbeam. Only a few of them left standing,
Very
kind of
good.
trickling in. This half, however, still standing, and are going to take an attack against JT again. 17 to hit you.
17 misses.
Okay.
Ooh.
They
He's a
just kind of
tank.
lash out for us. Some of them are crawling too, so they're prone with you, so they don't have advantage. Some of them have been like cleaved, some of their legs are missing, and they're just trying to claw into your armor and almost like pry you open like a fucking can opener. But it doesn't seem to be working at this point. You do not take any damage, but you are basically laying on the ground as zombies are crawling onto you and trying to claw their way into your armor. No thought or any kind of strategy to it whatsoever. They do still have movement, so they're gonna move out of the moonbeam on their way, and Mantuka, they're gonna come at you. Also, hold up real quick.
No bueno.
1 second.
Does JT get an attack of
Do
opportunity?
they move?
They're technically not in his. Yeah, so you would get an attack of opportunity. They're just out of your, like, just leaving your attack range.
All right.
Also, you would have only taken. Oh, it doesn't matter. They didn't hit you anyway. So they are huge instead of large now.
Forms justice.
That's a 22 to hit
That hits. 100%.
for 14 damage.
Okay.
4 of which is radiant.
8. Got it. You kind of just roll over and smash your hammer into the back of one of their calves, like shattering all the bones in the leg. It collapses, and then you kind of just push the hammer down into it and finish it with the butt end.
I don't know if it's actually rolling my radiant damage. Let me fix my macro.
Divine strike damage, right?
That's the 4 divine strike damage. Yep.
Yep.
Yeah, so
a
I gotta roll
D8.
an extra 2d6.
Oh, divine
what?
strike says it's a D8. Weird.
Yeah, but the weapon itself does 2d6 extra. rating.
Yeah, yep.
Oh.
Against undead specifically. Yep.
So 7 more.
14 more.
The horde is still
Jesus.
standing, but like they're now like with all the turning, they're now reduced to what is considered a large horde instead of a huge or gargantuan. We might have to revisit that when they come back, or if they come back. But currently, they're quite small. They are still standing. However, is that the rest of your turn? Do you have any movement or anything you'd like to use as you just begin swinging your hammer wildly, trying to take out their calves before they swarm around your new Minotaur friend?
Oh, it is my turn, ain't it?
Mm-hmm.
I'll move up here.
Oh wait, no, hold up. They're gonna make an attack against Mantuka. That's the one last thing they're gonna do. Mantuka, an 18 to hit you.
Fuck them. Yeah, I'll take it.
You take 8 points of bludgeoning damage as you just feel like fingernails and arms just thumping into you and basically again trying to pry you open.
So I
with
take
blunt
4
force.
because I'm raging.
Or
Yeah.
because you're raging. Yep.
Okay, cool.
Absolutely. JT,
Nice.
you're up. Sorry, go ahead.
So
No
he's
worries.
gonna touch his holy symbol and cast heal on himself
Mm-hmm.
for 78 HP,
We love that.
as he is now back to full health.
Mhm.
Hell yeah!
I'll just save the lay on hands. Don't worry.
Yep.
I love a heal.
And then you're gonna watch as the hammer, because I can do this once per turn,
Mhm.
sends out like a wave of radiant energy, and they have to make a DC 15 Wisdom save.
Hoo hoo hoo!
They roll 8. You see him just basically like point the hammer toward him and
Let me
almost
roll.
fire off a radiant blast out of it. As
Rolling.
it does.
1d10. They take 10 total radiant damage.
That'll be enough for them. So at that point, we are still technically in an initiative, but like there's 10
Yeah,
minutes of them leaving. So
The necromancer is still here.
he's running. No, he's off map. He's
Oh.
30 feet off the map at this point.
I don't want him to
He's
get
got
away.
A lot of running to do.
I mean, that's up to you. You can chase him if you want. He's
do wanna
already,
chase him.
as of last turn, he's already off map, and he spent another 60 feet running this turn. Like,
Oh,
I don't know. He's coming back in a few,
JT
in a minute
will
or so.
look around to the new people.
Yeah, so I guess you have like a moment of respite as you all stand here and kind of like take in all the damage, all of the bodies, the smell. I
Oh,
also need
yeah.
all of you, now that you're all getting close to all the piles of bodies here, roll me a Constitution saving throw, please.
Oh.
is any of this fear based? Are we
No.
rolling against fear?
Nope. This is not a fear thing.
Cool. Everyone
Rolling
within
against
10.
roll
nasty.
too?
23.
Everyone within 10 feet of me add 4 to your roll.
Ooh, then 5, 6, 7. 27.
Man, 2K, you don't
am I
have to roll.
rolling for this too?
Alright.
No,
Maybe.
you're good.
No.
You're dead already. You're used
Yeah.
to the smell.
Already.
Stanley and
enough.
Gregory, you kind of, as you approach, you see Mantuka's like kind of holding his way. Mr. Smelly gets a nat 20. We love that.
He's used to bad smells.
He truly
Yeah.
he is a bad
Namesake.
smell. Yeah. But there's a moment, Stanley and Gregory, where the putrid scent of rotting bodies just fills your nostrils, and you have to try to
No, kiddo.
keep your lunch down from the previous day, but you find now severely battle beaten, like just beat to a pulp. Some damage, looking a lot older than others. JT, the Just, standing there, not anywhere near the shining, radiant example that you have seen with Lady Jenna, but quite the opposite.
While I appreciate the assistance, tell me what has brought you here. As he starts to move back towards the door.
Are you JT the Just?
I am.
Stanislav is like staring at you wide-eyed.
I see you are a brother in the faith.
Yes, a very, very new one, but yeah. Yes.
That's the guy from the he's
Well-
the statue. He's the statue. That's the statue guy. He's the statue.
I am
Yes.
glad to see that there are still champions of Torm out there.
Well, I'm just doing my best, and seems like that might not have been good enough lately.
You did fine here. You, Minotaur, you fight well. I appreciate your assistance. And boy, he's gonna like.
Adolescent Gregory.
I appreciate you. Thank you. I had fallen for a minute there.
Just bows.
There's no need to bow, please.
Oh. You okay? Thank you. You're welcome. Thanks.
He just gives you a nod. What has
So-
brought you to the temple? We don't have much time to speak, as I'm sure the undead will be turning back around any minute now.
Well,
Can you make
Yep.
my weapon do what your weapon does? That would be super, super useful
Straight to the point.
in so many social encounters and non-social encounters.
Unfortunately, it is unlikely, as this was a weapon made specifically for me by the dwarfs.
Whoa.
Roger, no special weapon for Mantuka. Praise Mogus.
well, I feel like you know why we're here. Are we too late to prevent the piece of Ropesh from being taken?
Does it look like they've gotten past me? As he looks at the bodies.
One thing that stands out to you: one, the architecture on the mausoleum, very dwarven. It has a very distinctively dwarven makeup, though it is a humanly made model. It's not in the traditional dwarf makeup. It's definitely for a human. There's dwarven stonework all on it. The other thing that stands out to you is the doors have not been pushed in. They have been blasted open, as if someone on the inside came out to throw down. And you just see these two, like, easily half-foot thick steel doors just off the hinges, kind of hanging there.
Who did that?
I was upset.
Rightfully so. You blew the doors off. Oh, okay.
Yeah, I think at this point he would try to pick the door up and try to like, move it back in place.
Roll me an
Yeah,
athletic,
Stanislav-
roll me an athletics check with assistance because Stanislav's helping.
Yeah. Absolutely coming to help.
And just going onto the shoulder of Stanislav is a
That's
tiny
a
little
nat
mouse
20 for
with
28.
Tiny
Oh,
little
good.
Oh, he rolled with
Oh,
advantage. Okay.
A nat 20. It's fine. You can roll
Damn.
too, but a nat 20. There you go. You got one too. You didn't get them all again.
I'll
so
cast.
You got one
I'll
for
cast
you.
guidance on you to see if you can get over 30.
Oh, there you go. Let's see.
Hell
Let's
yeah.
break that 30 mark.
Yes.
Exactly 30.
Hey!
We love that. We love that. So you managed to get the doors up, and then you see a very strange looking mouse kind of skitter over the golden tiefling shoulder and onto the doors, and just
He's wearing
He
blue
pulls it.
overalls. He's got glasses.
he's got like a bunch of little toolbox, like a little mouse-sized toolbox, and a ball cap on. It's kind of like torn at the edges of the brim, and there he is. He's got ball cap now. Improv. We love it.
I like it.
We love it. He picked it up
He's
recently.
growing.
He picked it up on the boat.
It's a little red ball cap.
One of the red shirts made him a
Thanks.
tiny hat, okay? It's canon now.
Got a little pom pom
And
on
you
it.
notice in a matter of a few seconds, like it takes a minute, or maybe not quite a minute, but the hinges and the metal all fix itself as this tiny little mending mouse does its work, and you find a resealed gate. Just as
That is a neat trick.
you hear a very familiar
Thank you.
sound of splashing and as bodies begin emerging from the waters. The time on the turn undead easily have gone past, so they're gonna make their way out of the water. They're just making their way
Right.
out now. We're back now.
Do
We're just gonna go right back into initiative because that's more
Okay.
fun for me.
To the top of initiative, or
Let's do that.
can I
Yeah.
run towards them?
No, we're just gonna go from the top because you guys stood and talked for a little bit. So,
Yeah.
Gregory, you hear this, and then the sound of splashing bodies and waterlogged corpses making their way out of the lake around you. What are you doing?
Oh God!
I start to run towards the water there. What the? Oh, I was like, Okay,
Had
good.
your-
Yeah,
had your ruler on.
I was like, I can get about there. I run to right dead center, seeing them coming out of the water, making sure to avoid the webs. And as soon
the
as
webs have dissipated, by.
oh, thank God,
Yeah.
I get to about there, and as soon as I do, you just hear a very faint guitar riff coming out of the box as a small clown face pops out with a tiny electric guitar and casts lightning bolts straight ahead.
I'm so
Thunderstruck starts playing.
Little guy right here.
Rip
so
every
fucking-
fish in that
it's so yeah. It's
I'm changing
pretty-
the ecosystem.
Yeah, it's a pretty disturbing image. There's this weird clown-like creature with a hat and weird wings comes out of this toy box. And a lightning bolt just crackles towards this horde of zombies. It's this one right here in front of you, correct?
Yeah.
So deck save from the zombies. Deck save. It's a 6.
Ah!
It's a 6. So they do 19 points of. Okay, well, that's not enough to kill them. They still have a decent chunk of HP, luckily. So,
Damn it.
yeah, I mean,
'Cause
still
they
good
all
horde. It's
ran.
still a big. Yeah, exactly. You got a good chunk of them to run. We'll see what happens.
I thought them being wet would help. It really just made it less things to hit. They're slaloming off. It's weird.
Good point. Good point.
I would. Oh, well,
Good point.
I was saying it would
Nope,
go the
nope.
opposite way.
No, they're soaking wet, and you're hitting them with lightning. Roll me what was the lightning damage on that? You get a D6. Roll me 2 more D6.
Woo!
We're not gonna
Nice.
double damage, but you get a little extra boosty boost.
I like that.
That was almost higher than the entire 90.
Yeah.
That's enough for them. So as you cast this lightning bolt, you see it begin just wrapping around them, bouncing body to body, stretching across the surface of the lake. They just begin shaking, and you smell cooking rotten flesh as they begin to just burn and incinerate, and by the end of it, they just collapse into the lake, still shaking. And you see just a decent chunk of dead fish float up to the surface of the lake and just float there.
There's
Among
just
them.
an echoing
Among-
note of that
yeah.
one chord go, and as me and the clown just kind of look at each other, look back at the lake, and then the clown just sort of bows and goes back into the box.
Nice. Like when Marty McFly blows out the speaker in the first batch of the people.
You
Mantuka-
gotta hear this.
Mantuka, you're up, buddy. What are you doing?
Well, I'm gonna fucking.
You got fucking.
I'm gonna fucking.
You got
I'm gonna
fucking.
use. I'm gonna use one. I'm gonna use my hasted action
Mhm.
for movement.
How long does the haste last, by the way?
A minute, I do believe.
So it would have
Is it a
worn
minute?
off. If it's a minute, it
Okay.
would have worn off before the zombies got back,
Then
because
that's
they
gonna
walked for a whole minute and then walked back. So
Oh, did
that's
you
like
get
that.
all sad and tired?
just for like 6 seconds, the Mantuka had like a moment during that combo where he got real quiet and then kind of perked right back up. So you don't have no
Cool.
disadvantages or anything. Enough time.
Good,
has passed
good,
to
good,
not
good.
taste it anymore.
So I'm going to. I don't want to get too much. No, I'm gonna stay here and I'm gonna rage again because I would have. I'd have to.
Mm-hmm. Yep, definitely. Okay, so you're raging. You just stand there as the zombies are slowly making their way out of the water, a little slower than usual, because of the fact that they are actively waterlogged and trouncing through ankle deep or knee deep water. Next up, we have the Necromancer, who also has made their way back, but is just on the fringe of camp. 30 feet gets me to here. A couple things. What do we got? What do we got for the Necromancer? Oh, that's for Arcane Burst. That's a fun one. So Stanny, you kind of look over your shoulder as you see this cloaked, robed individual with just crispy looking skin hanging off their skin. They're going to look at you and just raise a hand, and you see just a arcane energy begin to form and then burst towards you. Almost like a magic missile, but not quite. You get hit with Arcane Burst. It's a 16.
I'm 5 feet away from counterspell, but it doesn't matter because it doesn't hit.
It is 16, so it doesn't hit. It's also not a spell. It is his attack. It does
Oh.
not take a spell slot to do or anything. That's literally just what he does.
That's cool.
Unfortunate. Oh wait, he can make 3 of them. Yay!
Okay.
This is a game change.
Like
13.
an Eldritch Blast.
Never mind. That's fine. Stan, you turn as you see just 3 blasts of energy coming towards you, and you barely have to move as they kind of spiral off into the mists. Man.
Look, you only roll good against me. Okay.
Apparently, I went from so good to so bad. Okay, well,
is that all you got?
He's going to spend his bonus action. He's going to summon undead as his bonus action. He just raises his hand, and you see a small amount of bodies. So a number of the horde zombies that you had recently dispatched through non-holy means rise yet again as the necromancer just raises their hands, smiling a wicked yellow-toothed grin at you. And we're going to add basically the HP of 1 zombie back to the horde. He only gets 5, so that's like 50 more HP back on there. It's not a whole lot. She just reinvigorates the numbers a little. And I'm going to put one more of these little guys on the map because they are now actively standing over here. Okay. And this is from the swaths of bodies that were left by JTB as well. Oh, zombies didn't get a turn in initiative order. They fell out of initiative order because I deleted the wrong one. That's fine. Let's just...
They were ahead of me.
They were. I'm just going to give them a reroll because they came back into the fight, and we'll just put them where they are. 10, so at the end, I think. Or just before...
They were above Mantuka.
They were?
Sorry, they were above JT.
I think they were
above
right
JT and
They were above me.
Okay, we'll put them back with the necromancer and just give them a 14.
Yeah.
Then.
Yeah. Perfect.
Okay, so they would go at this turn, and they're just going to advance towards you.
Yep.
They're just begin crawling and standing, making their way, barely using any of their movement. However, they do not get as a large number of attacks per round. They just got to check. 2 while it's large. Okay, so it only can make 2 attacks this round. It's a 10 against you. It's a miss.
Nope.
The next one is going to move its movement. It's reduced speed, so 20 feet, 20 feet. And that's all they can do for this round, because that's it.
You say it gets 2.
Oh, it would, yeah. Did it not use both against? Okay.
Come on, I want you to hit me.
No one else is in range. It's an 11. I'm not hitting you.
Eat me.
You can roll nat 20s against JT all day, apparently, but not against the main party. Just the guests. We like to abuse the shit out of our guests here, guys. Welcome. I hope you're all having fun.
I can't wait to be part of the main party so I don't get just slapped.
Watch all the nat 20s carry over. JT, your turn is up as you see these zombies rise anew, ones you had just recently slain.
He's gonna move over to here.
Mm-hmm.
He's gonna cast a 4th level Spirit Guardians.
Hey!
I'm gonna designate all of the party, Gregory, Mantuka, and Stanny, to not be hurt by it.
Mm-hmm.
Are they just little fists of Torm swirling around?
Yep. It's just
Yes.
little.
There's a lot of fisting happening this episode. I'm
So-
not happy about it.
Anything
It's
within
storm.
15 feet of me the first time it enters the area on its turn
A lot of radiant damage.
has to
Okay,
make
so-
us DC 17 Wisdom save.
At the start of its next turn, it has to save.
First time it enters on a turn or start of its turn.
Cool, got it. Roger that. So you see these little fists of Torm just begin swirling around, waiting to strike these creatures. So on their turn, they'll make their save and take the damage. Hell yeah. What's the radius on that? Just so I know.
Yeah.
You can do that?
Yep.
How the fuck did you do? You're gonna have to teach us one day. We'll go over that because that's super handy. I didn't know you could make auras on yourself. That's a game
It's
changer.
my little 15-foot radius.
No, we love that. Is that your turn?
Yeah.
That's true.
that's
With
my
this
turn.
much Torm, you're gonna have some. Stanny, you now see just a small swath of floating Torm fists just twirling around a circle around Sir
It's
JT the
time
Just.
for some fisting.
It's time for some fisting. And there's just a small horde of zombies now right in front of you. What are you doing?
Gregory, take care of this horde. I'll go after the big one.
Gotcha.
And I'm gonna use my action to dash down here and hit me with that attack of opportunity.
Okay. Nope.
Nope.
We will not hit you with that attack.
Neat.
How about that? You just, as you make
How
your way
about it?
past them, you feel hands and fists just trying to just hit you, grab on, get whatever purchase they can. Unfortunately, incapable of doing so. God damn it! God damn it! What are you doing? What are you doing? What's the rest of
For
your
my
turn?
bonus action, I will use my racial branding smite.
Okay. Absolutely reasonable. Love that.
That will. So my weapon now, for all that can see it, it kind of flares up with radiant energy, but it's not. It's a little less pronounced, just because it's racial.
Mhm.
So, not so holy.
There's just a faint glow coming from this from this axe now. Go ahead and roll your
Stannis
attack.
Lax.
From Stanislaus.
I used my action to dash.
Okay, so just next turn you'll get branding smite damage. Okay, cool.
It's whenever I hit next.
Okay, got that. Gregory, top of the initiative order. The field is set around you. There is currently a horde of zombies just left unattended right in front of you. What are you doing? They even you see them lock on you.
Please do not leave zombies
reaching
unattended
out
in
and
airport.
just bloody, rotten fingers reaching toward you. What are you doing?
No. I open up the box and this little spark of fire kind of comes out and around and sort of flares up in front of the zombies, making them back up a little bit. And then I just cast Flaming Sphere at level 4. And I'm going to cast that right in front of me. You see this very old, ornery looking fox sort of come out of the box, just climbing out. And then he just starts spinning in circles in the air. And until he turns into a ball of fire, which I'll use my bonus action to ram into the fuckers in front of me.
Don't really have a ball of fire, but this is a ball, so this is gonna work. How big is the ball of flame?
I think 5 feet. Yeah.
5 foot radius, so about
Yep.
yay big. Okay.
5 foot.
What are you doing? Roll. Is it a deck save on their part, or are you rolling?
Yep. Deck save 15.
Got it.
Fingers
I'm not gonna
weak.
make that.
Fist strong.
Natural 20 for a
God
18.
damn it!
-2.
Those are strong
Where
fingers.
the flaming sphere just rolls into the group. They kind of all gather around it, not sure what it is, and start attacking it their own. Any damage on a save?
Yes. Half
Go ahead and roll
of
your half damage.
this. Boop. And
I think your god's helping the wrong team.
you just, as you see, it's a very large ball of fire with a ordinary fox sort of riding on top of it. He climbs on top, and he just gives the
starts-
fingers.
Yeah, just starts running it towards them, and like the ball
Yeah.
just starts rolling as the fox is sprinting on top like a fucked up hamster wheel almost. And just plows into 15 fire damage.
So half of
They
that.
are still half of that. Okay, cool. They are still standing. Some of them are actively on fire. They do not seem to be bothered by it in the slightest. In fact, some of the flaming zombies now turning towards you as their face is burning, skin is beginning to melt off, just and just begin slowly making their way towards you.
Oopsie daisy.
Yeah, that one hurt.
Brains.
That one hurt.
That's me.
Adolescent brains.
Mantuka, adolescent brains, they're the freshest, they're delicious. Mantuka, you're up.
It's like veal.
It is me. It is I.
Shout out Veal. Don't shout out Veal. I don't like Veal. Fuck Veal.
Same.
Shout out, Veal.
Don't shout out Veal.
Time to stab some dead people.
Yeah, I'm just gonna run up here and 7 feet. I'm gonna make 2 attacks at these mother effers,
Go for it.
and I'm gonna do it recklessly too.
Oh
'cause,
yeah, fucking why not? 24 hits.
Yeah, I hit him.
Yeah, 24 hits.
Yeah.
Yeah, the numbers are definitely
Uh,
thinned at this point. There's still dozens of them, but you're beginning to
So that's
see the
14
turn of
slashing
tides.
on the first attack. Second attack.
Go for it.
Ooh, thank God I'm reckless. 21.
That one would have been
Yep.
so nice.
Just between friends. For another 14 slashing. So a total of 28 slashing to this mob like bullshit.
So, they are still standing. As you just begin cleaving them with the halberd at this point, JT is now at your side, maintaining this aura. There's light coming from these gauntlets, giving you clear shots, and you've figured out easiest way to deal with this is either removing the heads or destroying them completely. So with the first strike, you cut a head off 2 of the zombies, and they tumble into the ground. The next strike, just with the back end of the halberd, with that like kind of curved spike on the back, drive it right into the skull one and pry it out as it collapses to the ground with kind of a wet. It's closed. It's still just waterlogged and still on the edge of kind of the swampy area of this lake. Is that your turn?
Most certainly that is
Those are
Mantuka's
pretty good
joyous
turns.
turn.
So you see that horde has been like, they're basically halved at this point. I can't make them any smaller, but you guys get the,
I feel ya. I feel
get the
ya.
idea.
JT will look over to Mantuka. Well struck. We are better as a fist together.
Back to back, and I want to grab grab his hips and like put our butts together, like cheek to cheek.
I need every single one of you to make me a Constitution saving throw. The Necromancer just raises his hand. You see this necrotic green energy flowing. Just 1 second, let me finish my description. Necrotic green energy flowing out of it and just pouring in, mixing with the fog, creating this disgusting green murky fog around you. It is a 60-foot radius sphere. He has cast Circle of Death.
Can I counterspell it?
Can you counterspell a 6th level spell?
I have to roll for it, but yes.
Okay. What's the rules for the roll? It's
Roll
just,
for it or upcast.
DC is 10 plus the level.
you gotta be a 16?
Yep.
Is that an Arcana check?
It is a... I roll and
check
add
using
my
your
spellcasting ability
Okay, so
modifier?
just a spellcasting check. You have to beat a 16.
I add 4 to this.
No roll came through.
Doesn't happen.
Okay.
It's
So
a
JT
concept.
gets a natural 20. We have 2 natural ones.
I rolled a
I
25.
don't think I was even in the range if it's 60.
It's a 60-foot radius.
Mine sent through
That's a big one.
3 times. I meant to roll
He-
twice
He
with
can hit
advantage.
every single. He's putting it basically enough so it's just getting Stanny and all of you.
Yeah.
It's just big enough. Stanny, did you roll again?
No, I rolled a con save.
Oh, what was the counter? Okay,
That
so
was
you
my counter spell,
succeed,
yeah.
JT succeeds.
con save,
Everyone
yeah.
else fails, I believe.
Yeah, Magic
I
and
s-
Smelly both failed. We're back.
For some reason, it went through 3 times. I meant to roll twice, 10 and 20.
Okay, so the 20 succeeds. So just Smelly and fucking Mantuka fail. Okay, so you're gonna take 6 necrotic.
Yikes.
Excuse you.
And there's another 2. So 37 points of damage to everyone who failed, and halved for anyone who succeeded. So that's going to be
19.
19.
19, yeah.
Because we round up.
Damn.
So you all feel as like this circle just forms around you. All of your energies begin seeping into the ground and back to this wizard as he's absorbing your very life energy through this spell, and you feel it beginning to rot. Your skin becomes dry and kind of tight on your bones, and you just have to shrug it off. A couple of you don't do so good. What's
Is it
Mr.
half
Smelly's
on
toady
success?
HP, Peter?
Well, he's currently at a. He's not looking so good. Like a 3-ish.
He survived?
He's at 3.
Okay. He survived. I know I said
Yay!
I'm keeping them more or less outside the combat, and you haven't actually had him give you any weapons this run, so you'd probably be okay. You did specify you don't want him like at your side at all times. It's up to you. Do you think he would have been close enough to be in that sphere? I'll let you make.
He'd
that
have
call.
to be. We're in active combat.
Okay. Yep. So,
Is
like
it
you,
half on success?
it is half on a success. Yeah, you take 19 damage. As a lot of you all just look over, you see Mantuka struggling, his skin almost like a grayish tint to it now. And then, worst of all, you look over and see Mr. Smelly, his very faithful squire / companion, looking absolutely worse for wear. His eyes are sunken, there's black circles under him, his skin is gray and cracked. He's looking at Boss, I'm not feeling so good. And he kind of just like
Oh no!
puts his hand down on the ground and just, he's okay, but he's struggling and he's maintaining. He can only do that once a day, luckily.
Oh, thank God.
That is, he does bonus action. All the zombies, I believe, are, yeah, okay, yeah, immune. So that's it for his turn. The zombies are up. This flaming sphere, do they take damage from that? Active, what's up?
It's gone. I lost concentration.
Oh,
They gotta make a DC 17 Wisdom save.
Okay, go ahead.
They do.
They do.
Yeah, because they started their turn.
Yep. Nope.
Boy, let me roll some
This
damage.
might just be enough to do it too. We'll see.
See that 4th level. Spirit Guardians. Yeah, let's roll some damage, eh? 24. It's radiant.
Okay. You got one horde left. They're on the cusp. You just got barely enough HP for 2 groups. As you just see the fist begin spinning faster and faster, and as each one passes, just clips another one in the horde. Each one of them falling piece by piece onto the ground, and basically a spinning maelstrom of fisting. Enjoy that imagery.
Yes. Fist all the undead.
Yeah.
A maelstrom of fisting.
Maelstrom of fisting.
Things I never thought I'd hear in my.
They're gonna move towards Gregory, and they're gonna move towards JT, and they're gonna take 1 attack each.
Oh boy.
They have to split them. This one's Gregory. 21 to Gregory. You take 6 points of bludgeoning damage. They don't hit as hard when they're small. So the way they work is their damage filters based on how big the horde is. At first they were gargantuan, then huge. So they do more damage each round. You only take 6 points of bludgeoning, but you just feel it's not so much they're slamming you or hitting you. They're literally like trying to ram their fingers through your skin and tear your insides. Yeah, they're like forcibly trying to peel you open right now, and it's pretty unpleasant. You're basically just like fighting off claws as a face is like a mere inch away from yours, breathing this decrepit smell into your nose. It is fucking horrible. Next up is gonna be against JT. If it's another natural 20, I'm gonna cry. It's a 13, doesn't hit you.
That's a miss.
Yeah, just brace yourself behind the shield as you do so. You just hear the sound of fingernails scraping against steel as you brace yourself against it. Mantuka standing behind you, his halberd kind of positioned just over your shield as you're kind of crouching, creating a bit of a bulwark there. It is your turn. They're definitely... Oh, wait. The Necromancer went. Yeah, the Finger Death. Okay. Or the Death Circle.
60 feet.
Mm-hmm.
So JT is gonna look back at the horde of zombies that just approached this little boy. He's gonna say, "I will not let this boy fall." As he casts a 2nd level spiritual weapon.
Oh!
Here.
We love that. What's your spiritual... Is it a fist?
It's a fist.
It's just a fist.
This a bigger
Man.
fist.
I don't know if I have a fist mini. We're gonna see if I can find a fist. I'm hoping there's just like a gauntlet or something.
Were
You know what I mean?
struck by
Episode 49.
Goddamn.
Fist.
night. Didn't do
Gauntlet. Let's see if we can find it. This is just funny now. I'm not stopping until I find this shit.
The
Let's
infested
go,
eagle.
baby!
Fistacular, spectacular.
It's not a large weapon. It's only a 5-foot. But I want to see a giant fist on the map.
It is the fist of Torm.
The fist of Torm strikes. You see this glowing fist just
Amazing.
materialize. Gregor, you're standing there getting torn apart by zombies. Merc, Peter, you have advantage on your next roll from Boofa Guy. Did it finish? Baby, let's go!
Let's
That looks so
go!
good. We love that.
That
Oh my
looks
god,
sick.
that looks amazing, dude. Again, y'all, this is a good segue moment. If you haven't, head on over to this link to check out. Oh, it actually... it just auto did it itself. I didn't even have to. It's like it knew.
Nice.
We love that. Go check out
Listening.
Peter's. Go check
Elon
out
Musk
Peter's
will
cool
say.
shit. So we have a giant fist on the field. That's awesome. What are you doing with the rest of your turn?
It can make 1 attack as part of the summon, but it nat 1, so it doesn't matter.
Oh, okay.
You know.
It did nat 1. Normally, when we nat 1, it basically just leaves you open for advantage on the next attack against you. I'm not sure how that
Spiritual weapon
works.
has
I'm not sure.
advantage against it.
Anything attacking the spiritual weapon has advantage on the next turn because it got
Oh,
unbalanced. But
yeah.
like, how does a giant fist get unbalanced from a strike? Does it have HP? That's
It
my
went-
question.
I
No.
actually don't know. It doesn't.
I know in
It
Baldur's
went
Gate
for an
it does,
eye
okay.
poke.
So it's
It went for an
unattackable.
eye poke
It's
instead
just-
of a punch.
Fair enough. It's just
Yes.
yeah.
Three Stooges style.
And now I'm just gonna swing at the horde.
Yeah,
That's
the
what
guy
I'm
just
doing
went
with
like
my
this.
action.
Go ahead.
So we got a 24 to hit
This probably do it.
for
Wow.
that's a lot of damage.
It is. Total
4 divine strike damage, which
16 total.
doubled.
Yeah, so 20 total damage. You know. The horde in front of you falls, you just basically swing through it, hitting one zombie and the rest kind of tumble back into it, and you just keep pushing the hammer down and blasting it with radiant energy until there's nothing left but a smoking pile of zombie corpses, or no longer reanimated corpses on the ground in front of you. You stand victorious. However, you do see Gregory is still being encircled by a horde of zombies. They can physically move into your space and just wrap around you. However, that be your turn, yes? Are you gonna move? I think you're muted.
That's it for me, yeah. I was moving
beautiful.
30 feet that way.
Great turn. Standing her up, you see the necromancer in front of you just staring at you with malice in the eyes, yellow teeth, smiling back at you, hands still raised from the spell she cast.
Does this necromancer look undead?
Yeah. Yeah, no,
Okay,
very clear. There's no hair. Like, what little bits of
Pretty
hair
good.
left on the scalp are barely hanging on at this point. It's hard to even tell, like, what this person looked like beforehand. It's just cracked, dry, greenish skin.
After getting hit with the Circle of Death, Stanislav just kind of shakes it off and gives her a sly grin and is going to absolutely fucking go to town.
Go for it.
I'm going to use my advantage on the first attack.
Go ahead.
I never did. That is 24 to hit.
Hits.
And we're going to second level Divine Smite. And what is it? The smite that I had prepared goes off. Branding Smite goes off. So 14 slashing damage plus. We're doing a second level. Here's the 2d6 from the Branding Smite. That's 10 points of radiant damage. And then how many extra d8 am I rolling here?
Just roll the smite to start, yeah.
Yeah, the smite's 4d8 because it's 2d8 plus 1d8 for each level higher plus 1d8 against undead. So that's 50 total points of radiant damage and 14 slashing.
14 slashing. So you step forward with Stanislav, basically trying to gouge it into her stomach, and you let that burst of radiant energy blast out as you do. And as you do, you see the necklace around her neck just light up for a brief moment. The radiant damage has no effect. At all.
Oh!
Completely negated. She looks down at the axe in her stomach.
Okay.
Like blackened blood just kind of creeping over the blade now.
Okay.
Fool. And she starts cackling at you maniacally. What are you doing?
I'm going to use my second attack, but first, for my bonus action, I'm going to use my racial ability to cast Searing Smite. Which is where... There. And then I will swing again.
Okay.
For 21.
21 hits.
To test to see if this is a one-time use, Stanislav's going to put a first-level Divine Smite into it.
Sure. Thank you for the first time, chat. Mind's Eye. Welcome in. Hope you're having a good day. Just getting our D&D going on. Oh. So 9 slashing, and you dump the next smite into it?
For, 8. And then,
Okay.
I forgot to roll on the last one, but does Radiant do anything?
No, not at all. You step forward again. Again, same thing. The flash of radiant energy, the necklace kind of counters it with this almost void-like black flash as it goes off. No radiant damage seems to be getting through to her at all. The fire damage does, however, make its way through from the Searing Smite. And as you press the axe and try to hit her with the normal smite this time, she smiles at you against cackling manically at you. And then you fucking give her that Searing Smite. The blade of the axe heats up to a bright red color right inside of her torso, and she just starts scaling a foul scream out and just tossing her head back into the air. She feels it. Not fucking happy. She's doing better than you'd think she'd be doing against you.
Well, if that would have been over 100 points of damage in the 2 swings if the Radiant did anything, but... Okay, that's my turn.
No worries. No worries at all, Mind's Eye. Welcome in. Appreciate you being here, buddy.
The smile is fully gone off Stanislav's face, replaced with a look of grit and determination. Now he knows he's facing an opponent with a trick up her sleeve. Or around her neck.
Accurate. Gregory, you're up. The zombies now are basically in your space. You're almost confined. Like, moving in any direction is almost going to be moving through zombies. What are you doing?
Get out of my bubble! I open up the box and the same little pink blob pops out, and I'm gonna cast it at I have 5 darts. I'm gonna do 2 darts at the zombies around me. As you see, 2 little screens get 2 little zombie faces, but then 3 of the screens go right towards that amulet on the necromancer's chest, as they all just spell out the words "Anomaly detected! Danger! Danger!"
As you cast at her and she sees the arcane missiles begin to fly, she raises her hand. Counter.
Counterspell her counterspell.
Okay. So roll off, I guess.
What level is she casting it at?
Probably 3rd. One second. She has. I mean, it's an ability, so it would probably just be based on it. So you counterspell her counterspell.
I counterspell her counterspell.
Cool.
Easily
Easily done. So she gets hit by the magic. Why is Ryan so hyped? Because Ryan is always hyped. That's what we
Always, forever and always.
Get from target crib off. Oh hell yeah, we love Tark here. So counterspell. Go ahead and roll your damage. What was it?
It was okay. So it's 4th level plus 3. Okay, so that's 3 and 3. That's perfect. So I'll split it. 3 to the zombies, 3 to her.
Well, I
This
can
is
check a
the
list off the
zombies?
D&D bucket list now. I've counterspelled the
God
counterspell.
damn it. That's to the zombies. That's to her. Yeah.
Good job on her. Okay, 12 there. 9 of the zombies are still up. There's like barely any. Basically, at every 10 HP, they're losing 1. So there's probably only like 2 or 3 left in that little swarm now. But they're still just trying to claw your torso open. It is not a pleasant sight. You have gnawing, rotten teeth an inch from your face at any given time. You can try to move. They will get attacks of opportunity against you. What are you doing?
That's fine. The little gray blob just sort of sucks back in as he sort of does a, and that's me.
You all see these magic missiles just exploding all around. Stanny barely managed to duck in time as 3 of them just connect into this necromancer's chest. She recoils back. Your axe kind of pulls from her torso. You see black, rotten guts begin to just pour out of the wound ever so slightly and just kind of drape themselves out like a fucked up drapery. Mantuka, that'll be you. What are you doing?
It would be me. That is what I would do. So I'm gonna run up to here, and I'm going to take 1 of 2 attacks at this mound of flesh.
Zombies. Okay, sounds good.
And I'm gonna do so recklessly in a very reckless-like Mantuka fashion.
Fair. Go for it.
Even
Easy
though
hit. Easy
they-
hit.
There we go. Better.
Reckless because we can. Fuck it.
Yeah. So that's 15 slashing.
Mhm.
No, I did not mean to roll that one. We'll roll my damage anyway. So my next attack, if it hits, will be 10 damage.
Go ahead and
We'll
roll.
keep it honest.
Go ahead and roll. Yeah, that's
18 hits for sure, and
yeah,
then maybe
100%.
no crit. But
no critty for you. Go ahead and so
And that
25
19
damage
though,
total.
damn.
There is 1 zombie left, and half of his torso is missing. He's basically got 1 arm, a head, and 2 legs. But you cleaved this entire chunk off, and it's just 1 hand is reaching out towards Gregory now, just gnarled fingers trying to do whatever they can to get at him. But you've just cleaved all of his zombie friends into pieces. I take it that's your turn.
My body's nobody body but mine.
I'll allow it.
Yeah, okay. The necromancer is gonna look at you, Stanny. 1 second.
Hit me with your best shot, boo 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 boo.
Why don't you hit me with your best shot?
By the way, I'm gonna play Kenku that only talks in song quotes
We love that.
at some point.
She's
I like.
gonna just look at you, and through these teeth that I've been describing, the foul breath just hitting you in the face. You should have saved that. Snaps her fingers, and you see a purple door just appear behind her. He bows. You were a fool for fuck, I lost my word. You were a fool for standing against the Dark One. Good day. And she just steps, like, falls back into the door. And
Damn it!
I'm out of 3rd level spells.
You don't
I'm
have
out
any
of
action left.
range.
Yep. Ah, that's true. You could have counted so that.
65 feet away.
Ooh, baby, not for you. As you can gather, dimension doors somewhere far, far away from you.
500 feet is far.
Well,
You don't have the dimension door as a spell. You don't know that.
If Gregory was out of range to counterspell, could she have even tried to counterspell the magic missile?
Good point.
Because then Stanny wouldn't have had to counterspell, and you'd have a level 3
honestly,
slot.
I had eyeballed it and thought he was 65 feet, 1 feet away. Yeah, so you still get your spell slot. Fine. No worries on that one.
Oh, okay. Can I attempt to
Try to
counterspell this
crush
then?
her now, please.
If you want. Sure, fine.
Uh-oh.
I mean, narratively,
Yeah,
it
you know
kind
what,
of
we'll let-
already happened. She fell through the
we'll let it
door.
play out, yeah.
Once I describe the effect, it's already happened. I'm sorry, but
We'll call it Stanny not keeping track of how much energy he has left.
That's
Sure.
fair.
Sure, or
Yeah.
we'll just say that she got the counter spell off just ever so slightly. And
Sure.
Gregory pushed back an extra 5 feet. Fuck it. She just vanished. And you're all left standing there now. This horde of zombies fallen dead at your feet.
I really
Look
wanted
around.
that necklace.
The putrid stench still fresh on the air. The mist just hanging low in this valley. I want you all to roll me a
Spirit
perception
Guardian
check,
drops.
please. And the spirit guardians do drop. Go ahead and everyone roll me a perception check. Spiritual weapon will dissipate after time as well.
Just to get an idea of the direction in which she tried to go, I'm gonna try and cast a locate object on that necklace.
You want?
Just hoping it'll pick up. I don't have intentions of pursuing it, but
Perception.
Because I believe it's 300 feet dimension door.
Give me your shit.
500. It is.
Yeah, it's 500.
Fair enough. So she is 500 feet away from you and moving rapidly.
Oh,
Definitely
In which direction? That's all I care about.
southeast through the forest. And at the speed she's moving, you gather she had probably some horses waiting around.
oh,
Definitely not moving away
bugger.
on foot. Just a little too far. And after a while, she
Okay.
fades out of your ring.
Passes the 1,000 foot. Still going in generally the same direction as
Kind
she
of
exits?
veers and moves as she has to. You gather, making her way around whatever trees or obstacles she might find. But yeah,
Okay. Got a
general
general direction. Okay.
southeasterly direction, probably towards either the Shadewood or somewhere that.
Chris knows. Stanislav doesn't.
So, perception check. JT was a 15. Smelly. Mr. Smelly's alright. He's still alive. Mantuka, you see this, and Stanny sees this. Basically, everyone above 15. You see a familiar face. That of a beautiful, yet sad and very mournful looking woman standing just on the
Oh.
edge of the forest, her arms crossed in front of her face, eyes fixed on Sir JT. See the Countess Maugreve. Unmoving, comingly seen, having arrived just in time to witness the end of the fight. She's staring directly at. She doesn't even notice any of you.
Wherever Smelly is before he takes note of anything, seeing the really injured man, he's going to second level cure wounds on him.
When you're this
Oh.
amazing, they call you Mr. Smelly.
I'll also go over to Smelly, just kind of keeping a wary
19
eye on
HP.
this.
whoa.
Was that 19?
Yep, 19 HP.
Damn, that's good for two.
And with that, Manchuka kind of just bows his head and kind of snorts. That's his thing.
And I think
It's
at
a happy
this
snort?
point,
I'll heal him back up to full. Just let me know how many. points of-
wherever she is, now that he's seen her,
She's right
it's
at
almost
this outside.
immediate. You see, he catches her eye, and then he kind of like turns away, almost like he's worried because he knows that he is. He knows he looks like a fucking monster currently.
Fair.
And then he'll give like a sigh, and with like a sorrowful look, start making his way down.
Okay. As you kind of begin walking towards her, the mist parting around you as you do, takes a single step forward, and another step. The mist's not parting. If anything, they cling to her almost desperately. She advances to her. As you guys get probably about 15, 20 feet away from each other. That is where we will end it for today. We're already 3 hours in. I didn't want to get a huge, real deep roleplay going. I would rather.
That was
visit
so
last
good,
week.
though. That was so
Still
good,
end
JT.
The last image of this session will be Sir JT the Just and his widow standing 10-15 feet apart, eyes locked on each other. No words being. That'll be it for. I want to thank everyone. I'm sorry. I know we're ready for deep role play. I know we can't. We 3 out. We're not going to be able to do it justice. with
I'm
the time we
not.
have.
My heart is so sad.
Yeah, well, now you have something to look forward to next week when JT comes back.
Yay!
We're super excited to have him. JT, thank you for being kind enough to join us all today. We appreciate you. If you
Of
want,
course, it's a great time.
you got
A lot of fun people
If
here.
you got anything going on that you want to tell the people about, now is your chance. I'm giving you a shout out. What do you got doing?
Not a whole lot as of late, just
Existing.
dealing with life stuff. But you can catch me hanging out with Rusty in his streams occasionally.
Baldur's Gate, baby. The abstinence
Every
only
Saturday morning.
run. Every
most
Saturday morning abstinence pledge, baby. Let's go. It's working so good.
You
We've
can watch me
resisted the
fist things
temptations.
here, but I can't fist things
No
there.
fisting, no fisting things there. This is the fisting zone. This is where fisting is okay.
No sex
also,
till Brooklyn.
Peter, last time you get to do this today, but tell us about your business. Do a little pitch or whatever. You know the drill.
Well, as the stream's even going, we had some amazing thing finish. An amazing orc tower,
Yeah, I love
dice
that.
tray.
That's a beautiful.
Look at that. Oh, boom.
Cool.
Stays right in
I
there.
kind of want that.
Nothing
I kind of want
but
that.
fucking gold here, gentlemen. And if you're religious, we even have little Buddhas just to focus your chi.
Not the
It
little
happens to the
Buddhas,
rest
dude.
of us. Who
Little
knows?
Buddhas.
Who knows?
We
Little
love
two
you.
guys.
Fire Mission Battery, Instagram, check it out.
Yeah, go check
I'm
out his
always
stuff.
printing, always taking videos.
Yeah, he's
Enjoy.
done a couple minis for me already. I'm gonna be picking some shit up. Probably gonna have a lot of it at the table going forward. Can you bring that dice tower for us next week? I'm gonna try to see if I don't know if I have enough cameras to set up a dice
Most
cam.
certainly.
But if I do have enough cameras to set up a dice cam, I'd like to have a collective dice cam. That would be fun.
100%.
So, y'all go check out there. Go show some love to JT.
That's so sick.
For me, I'm gonna be off tomorrow. Maybe a test stream on Friday if the setup for the D&D game on Saturday goes good. I will keep you posted on Twitter and in the Discord. Let's find somebody to raid.
Trade,
We need to raid somebody who's doing the streams.
From
Who's doing the streams. Also, I want to thank everybody again who showed up yesterday for the big anniversary. That was a crazy good day. The level of support was fucking otherworldly, and I love every single one of you. There we go. Let's raid out on Darling Creepshow. We haven't been in there in a minute. She's on a little vacation. We haven't got to show some love in a minute. I think she's
Playing
doing
some
painting. Is she playing
Dungeons
painting?
and Dragons.
Are they
We love
playing
that.
or is she painting? It's one or the other.
Something to do
We're
with
painting. We're doing
Dungeons
some
and Dragons.
blue Reaper Blue Dragon.
Bunions
That
and
sounds fun.
flagons.
We love Blue Dragons. So y'all know the drill. I have been Rusty. These have been my friends plus GT too. We got fucking GT on the main campaign. Let's
Yay!
go. Woo! He's gonna be
Two
back next
champions
week,
of Torm.
and we're gonna see how the remaining sessions go and what happens. We'll catch up on that in a bit. I will see y'all either on Friday or Saturday for the big in-person D&D game. I will see y'all later. Be good to each other. Mwah! Bye.